be right back. Hold on, Fox, or I mean, NFL Network, or is this on what? No. I'll see you in that. Is my mic too loud? Come on, NFL Network. There we go. Alright, good one you guys are. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. You guys got anybody going tonight? Oh, little Bobby Trees. That's what I'm saying, dude. I got Stafford, Bobby Trees, and Stafford, and then in my other league I got Russ. Leaves. That's right. The two youths. You guys like my shirt? It's all the goats. All the rope goats. I'm gonna bring you guys in, like, with me, like, I'm gonna... Alright. Cool. You're gonna Chris Collinsworth in. Slide in. Give me a 3, 2, 1. What is going on? How are you, fam? This is
What's going on, y'all? Look at us.
This is Line to Gain, Rally Towel Sports, back at it again.
Doing a little pick'em action.
We do it.
Just the boys.
Just the boys. You're joined right now, Corey James and Todd, number 45. Got y'all. Bobby will be with us. You like that?
I love that the number sticks.
Forever and always. I literally was like talking to my parents the other day. I was like, yeah, I was telling them, I pulled the trigger on that car, and it's like, yeah, I talked to Todd Gottschall about it. He works at CarMax, and all he does is buy cars. So I was bouncing off him. He's like, it's a great deal. And my stepdad was like, that name sounds really familiar. I was like, yeah, number 45, lived right by us. Right, Fairfield South. He's like, oh yeah, number 45.
That's crazy, dude.
So we are live right now. Line to Gain viewers, welcome. Rally Towel Sports viewers, welcome. Bobby's going to be joining us shortly. We got kickoff coming up shortly. Bobby better get his butt over here so we can get the pick in for this game. What are you looking forward to?
Right, we need to make sure we get it in.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to the most here, Todd? Rams, Hawks.
I actually do. I have Alex Collins going tonight over Chris Carson.
So I shared on the Line to Gain page. If you're into daily fantasy, you got a couple more minutes here before kickoff. Good friend of mine, Nathan Ducklow. He's running a daily fantasy. He does it almost every Sunday as well on DraftKings. So if you're in DraftKings, go ahead and sign up. Or if you're not, rather, go ahead and sign up and. You can jump on it. It's just $5 to enter. I think the top 2 win money, and you basically just pick fantasy players for the night.
It's that my G2's
and you can win. And I got Collins going tonight as well. He's a cheap buy. He's a very cheap buy. So I went ahead and grabbed him, and got a few other boys rocking it out tonight. So it should be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a high scoring game.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so, because I got Stafford in one of my leagues. I got Russell Wilson in another one of my leagues. So I absolutely need this to be a high-scoring game. Bob, what are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm looking forward to watching a great game of football that does not involve either of my fantasy teams.
There you go. You can just enjoy without.
I can just enjoy the game and just watch as a fan.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm looking forward to tonight.
Well, should we try and get these picks in for tonight then, and then before we get into the recap on the pick 'em for last week? All right, so Rams Hawks. Where are we? We're in Seattle for this one, I believe.
Yep.
Rams coming off of a really big disappointing loss to the Cardinals, who looked amazing. A lot of people, first few weeks of the season had the Rams as obvious Super Bowl contenders, potentially knocking the Bucks out, to go to the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford, still arguably a front runner for MVP. My current front runner for MVP was on the other side of the ball, though. Mr. Kyler Murray looking really, really sharp. That Cardinals team looking really sharp. But they tend to do this frequently. Come out very, very hot. Then as the weather cools off, so do they. So, but Rams off a disappointing loss. Seahawks off a big win against the 49ers. Todd, who are you taking tonight?
I'm gonna take LA.
Yeah.
I don't see them losing 2 weeks in a row.
Okay. Okay.
I don't see Seattle secondary being able to control Stafford and all those targets.
He's got a lot of them. That's for sure. You got Robert Woods, aka Bobby Trees. Obviously Cooper Kupp. He's got a great relationship with Deshaun Jackson, Van Jefferson. Go Gators. And we're not talking about that, by the way, Todd. And also, Tyler Higbee, their tight end, who's got a lot of production as well. So I am also going with the Rams. Low confidence on this. Out of the 16 games this week, I'm giving the Rams a 5. If I had to rank them 1 through 16, least confident to most confident, I went with a 5 on the Rams for this one. But I am going with LA. Kind of along the same philosophy. I expect them to have felt like they got their teeth kicked in last week and looking to rebound here. Nathan Ducklow with the comment here. Seattle, the 12th man. I take it he's taking the Hawks. Nathan, go ahead and share that DraftKings link in the chat if you wouldn't mind. I already went ahead and plugged it for you. But Bob, who are you taking tonight?
Tough one, right?
It is.
You've got a
Spread's only 2.5.
You've got a. I'm sorry, what was the spread?
2.5.
2.5 for the Seahawks.
Rams are favored by 2.5.
Rams are favored by 2.5. I mean, Seahawks are busting out a running back that was his first NFL start this week.
No, he's been playing. He's just always been RB2 or RB3.
Well, that's what he's saying. He's RB1 for the first time, I think is what Bobby's saying.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Starting for the first time. Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett always have a great relationship. It's tough to bet against Seattle in Seattle,
It is. I think that's what Nathan was getting at a little bit here, that Seattle 12th man.
And, the Seahawks, personally, I just don't think they've looked stellar this year. Defense definitely hasn't been what anybody's thinking of. I'm going to take the Seahawks to be different. I actually have to take this phone call. I'll be right back.
Yep, do it. I like it. I like the pick. It's a tough pick, man. I mean, either way, you got to feel good about it. So I'm staying away from it in terms of betting. I might go ahead and grab it on, if we see somebody bust out to a quick lead and you get a huge spread for the other way, I might go ahead and grab that. But
can you give me a call or a text when you get here?
Sorry, my ADD's kicking in there as Bobby's talking. But,
I'm trying to focus on you too, and I'm like,
Todd's sitting there going like this. Mm-hmm. Yes, words.
I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what you said in the last 15 seconds.
It's all good. Yeah. But while we got a break there, Todd, I will give you a congratulations to your Kentucky Wildcats. They played great. They got a good win. I knew probably about midway through, or I'd say the beginning parts of the second quarter, that Kentucky was going to win that football game. Just based on the momentum, the way that Florida was not performing. And then when they got that blocked kick, I was like, yep, they're going to lose this football game. It's over. That's how when stuff like that happens, it's, the writing is almost on the wall.
It's funny that you say that. You can't have 15 penalties and expect to win in the SEC.
Right.
Unless you're playing Vanderbilt. That's it. That's the only team you can do that against. 9 of their 15 penalties were false starts.
Yep.
And 125 or 130 yards total on penalties. You don't win when you do that.
Yeah,
that's all it comes down to.
So we're looking at the Outback or the Fiesta Bowl at this point now. So playoffs are gone for Florida. The only scenario in which Florida gets into the playoff is if they win out, which means they would have to beat Georgia, which seems like an insurmountable feat at this point.
Look what they did to Arkansas.
Georgia would also have to lose to Alabama, which I don't even know if they play this year, which would be a travesty. And then they would have to beat Alabama in the SEC championship. That's the only route a two-loss Bam or Georgia team and a two-loss Florida team. Florida having the tiebreaker through the head-to-head matchup, and then beating Bama in the SEC championship game, and then effectively, like, I would say, almost ruining UC's chances of getting in if you had to take like three SEC teams. But anyway, but that's another thing. But we're getting into the game here. We're about to kick off. But how about them Bearcats?
Sold out crowd tomorrow versus the Temple Owls.
Temple out.
Huge for Cincinnati.
Yeah,
$1.2 million and a dub in South Bend.
beautiful, beautiful.
Love it.
And Nathan Ducklow, who's in the chat right now, he was at that game in South Bend, sending me some snappy chats, and it was a sea of red in one of the end zones. Man, the Bearcats fans showed up. You're getting some you see, getting those chants going. It's pretty exciting. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Obviously, I'm a big Gators fan, but always pull for the Bearcats as my hometown team. Real quick, Josh Lehman. Big appreciate you for liking the video. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, man, absolutely awesome. Arguably the biggest win since that win back in the early 2000s when they played Pitt. I mean,
Oh, 9.
yeah, big win. So I mean, it's up to them now. The only real tester that they've got left on the schedule is SMU. You know what I mean? That's the only real tester that they have. They should walk through, barring injuries, God forbid, walk through the rest of that American Conference because there's not really anybody else on their level right now.
Yeah, no, Memphis is down this year. Houston's down this year.
Exactly, yeah.
So you really have SMU, and then it should just be a sea of red for the Bearcats.
And the only other thing that they honestly need to root for is Notre Dame not to win or lose another game. Can't afford Notre Dame losing, because it's not like they have a cakewalk the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying?
No, well, you're talking about Iowa and Penn State can both make it in as of right now.
Well, one of them's going to lose.
Now.
One of them is going
Right.
to lose this week. Iowa and Penn State play each other. Ohio State's getting better. So I see, Ohio State would probably beat Penn State if I had to pick that game right now out of the Big Ten East. In the West, it's Iowa's to lose, in my opinion. So you're going to see Iowa versus Ohio State, I think. Iowa could beat Ohio State, and if Iowa runs the table, beats Penn State, this is their biggest game, right? This is the big one that they have left. If you're Iowa, you beat Penn
Right.
State, and then you're looking to run the table out through the West the rest of the season, and then go face the Buckeyes in Indianapolis. Now the Buckeyes, at the same time, they are getting it together, but they've got a couple more tests left on their table too. You got Sparty and you got Michigan. And Michigan is Michigan. Yeah, Michigan is the first team, and I think I'm not going to say the amount of time because I can't remember. It's a long time. That is 5-0, I believe, and has had 0 or 1 turnover the entire time,
Wow.
taking care of the football. So
And that's with mostly underclassmen.
yeah, and that being said, their first 4 games they ran the ball. The only 3 teams that ran the ball more than Michigan in the first 4 games of the season were Army, Navy, and Air Force, that's what they do. So.
Right, triple option.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think it's gonna be interesting to see. I don't have 2 Big Ten teams coming out because I do have Ohio State winning out, beating Iowa, getting in. That's just how I see it right now. Would I love some chaos? Absolutely.
Yeah, you could tell me that Rutgers was going to win out and make it to the football playoff, and I would be much happier than Ohio State making it in.
And honestly, the best thing for like UC is just one Big Ten team getting in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If Ohio State doesn't lose the rest of the year, and then Iowa beats them, or they lose to I don't know. Oh, Iowa beats them and they're the Big Ten champ, but Ohio State's right there. There's going to be some voters that would rather watch Ohio State and Iowa, Georgia and Alabama, than one less of those Big Ten teams and UC.
Right.
I hope that doesn't happen, But you're rooting for some upsets and only one Big Ten team at this point if you're a Bearcats fan.
That has to be the goal. Because if you see two two Big Ten teams poking around the top five, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, there honestly, in my opinion, right now, and all you're looking for is a shot. If you're the Bearcats, you just need a shot, right? And right now, in my opinion, it's Alabama, Georgia, and everybody else. There's not any other team in the country that comes close to those guys. And watch out for Georgia. They are ridiculous.
Oh my God.
They are ridiculous. They just made Arkansas look like a high school football team last week.
And Arkansas is tough.
Yeah.
They're good. They're very good.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And they just absolutely kick their teeth in. It's crazy. Not looking forward to that matchup for my Gators. That's for sure.
Wildcats have to play them next week in Athens. So that will be an absolute bloodbath.
Yikes.
Sorry guys, I've been really heavily distracted. So I'm gonna tell a nice personal anecdote here, just to kind of give you some context on why I had to take that call and why I'll be absent for the next 20-30 minutes. I forgot to adult and pay my gas bill, and they shut the shit off. So I scheduled them to come out today, and I guess this was the first available time that they had. They gave me a window of 8 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Wow. So he's here.
So he'll be here in 10 minutes. So I will have to politely excuse myself here shortly. But yeah, so pay your bills. Be an adult. Don't be me.
Auto pay. Auto pay.
I know.
That's exactly what I told
That's what
him.
I was getting ready to say. Just put it on auto pay. I've learned my lesson. It's not the first bill I've had shut off because I forgot to pay it. Let's put it that way.
Right.
So yes, there's a little insight into my. Oh no! That guy's looking like me paying my bill.
You guys are behind me again, so this is gonna be fun.
Oh God, here we go.
Katie with
All right, so we got the picks in.
Katie with
We've
the
got.
comment. Hold on, my
So
wife is
you
commenting
guys
in
took
the
the
chat.
Rams and I took the Seahawks. Is that
Hi,
correct?
Lola. Yes, yeah, we took the
Okay.
the Rams. You took the Hawks.
All right, our first dispute of the week.
Rams with the ball first to start it. Let's see what Stafford's got going. Ooh, in the Seahawks with the highlighter green uniforms tonight.
They always play well in these unis.
Look good on that first play.
Oh yeah. See, now I'm a Seahawks fan today.
Bobby is the 12th man.
Oh man, I can get real loud if you want me to. They will just let the fans there take care of it though.
Get your gas turned on, then you can get loud.
Yes, then I can get loud. Thanks for that.
There's
Thanks for reminding me.
Florida Gator with that catch there.
I don't know when you guys wanted to knock this announcement out.
We're thinking we do have a big announcement tonight, and we're excited about that. I'd mentioned I'm thinking about midway through the first quarter we'll get that announcement out of the way.
All right,
And,
as soon as I get back from my
yeah
excursion.
I like that. And
How about that?
we are still raising money. The Venmo and PayPal are in the description of the Line to Gain video. So we're at $114 of our $150 goal. Once we exceed that, 100% of the proceeds are going directly to the charity. So donate
Yeah,
$1,
absolutely.
donate $1, donate $5, whatever you can. We really, really do appreciate everybody that's donated so far.
Yep, going to the Covenant House up in Michigan.
That's right.
Great cause. For if you guys want to donate to this channel, it's Solace_BLG. For those of you that follow my gaming page, I can put it in the chat on Cash App and Venmo. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Justin Herbert through 4 weeks of the season?
Kid's a star. I think we knew that coming in. I think the Bengals knew that coming in. Those were their two favorite quarterbacks in the draft. You know, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. And I'm really impressed by him. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there anyone that isn't super impressed?
if there is somebody that is unimpressed by Justin Herbert thus far, then they don't watch football the right way.
Yes, I would love to have a conversation with that human being. No, he's been absolutely fantastic. Would you say that he is the best QB of his class so far?
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess sure. I don't know that that's necessarily a fair comparison. If you made me pick right now, if I'm starting a franchise and I have to take one of the two, I'm still taking Joe Burrow. But I think based on performance, you have to give him the nod. I think he's got a lot better. For one, his defense around him is a lot better. I don't want to say his weapons are a lot better because I think they're about equal. But I would say that he has a complete season under his belt. He also, Joe Burrow, first of all, is completing his season tomorrow.
Right.
It'll be Joe Burrow will have an entire NFL season under his belt. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry. This Sunday. This Sunday will be. That's what I meant. This Sunday will be his 16th game in the league. So you do have to take that into account. But honestly, I think you can't go wrong with either one. To be honest with you.
No, I mean, to be completely fair, Joe Burrow has still looked extremely impressive. Considering the injury that he had, what he's come back from. I mean, this is the year of the comeback players, right? Dak Prescott's playing out of his mind. Joe Burrow looks great. I think the least impressive one that has come back this year, just from a major injury last year, is Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, he's been fairly
mediocre.
I mean, he had a really big game last week. I will say, like, not just a big game, like, stat-wise, but clutch-wise. I think he had the touchdown that tied it up for them, and he also had the game-winning touchdown in overtime, if I'm not mistaken. So he had a big game last week. Hopefully that's a sign of, better things to come for Saquon. And he is on my fucking fantasy team, so I hope so. And he's not only on my fantasy team, he's on my keeper. He's in my dynasty league. So, but I would agree. I think that that's a fair assessment. The only question is, would you consider like Tua in that category? Because I would say he's pretty disappointing. I'm just trying to think and rattle off who else would really fall into that category. Saquon probably as of right now is the most disappointing.
I mean, he'll turn it around. Though I have faith. I think he's obviously a big part of that offense in New York, and a big reason why they were able to have some success last week. So, all right. Well, this is my cue. I'm gonna leave it to you and Todd for a few minutes. I will be back.
We'll see you in a second. So, just got some stats here pulled up for Herbert. Just on the just kind of go over the first four games.
What's going on, sir?
And kind of we're still picking you up there, Bobby. So first game was Washington. So take that with a grain of salt, I suppose. They won 20-16, 31 of 47, QB quarterback rating of 47. Yeah. Quarterback rating of 41 against Dallas. Quarterback rating of 78 against the Chiefs and 74 against the Raiders. So two division opponents where he's really, really shining. And you got to like that. Big throw out of the gate there by Russ to Tyler Lockett. You got to like seeing that if you're a Seahawks fan. So far on the season, he has 9 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He's thrown about 66% completion percentages, Justin Herbert. Ducklow, I will get to your question here in just a second. I promise you I will. You can't really go wrong. I'm not going to sit here and knock Justin Herbert because I'm a Bengals fan. I love Joe Burrow.
Sure. Yeah, I think you're a football fan, right? First and foremost. So you respect when somebody performs above the line. Look, I think I've said it to you before. I was I was a little disappointed when the Bengals actually didn't take him last year. And that's not to say that I don't like the Burrow pick. You can't go wrong either way, right? That's clear that
Right.
that's apples and grapes at this point. But I think I will agree with you that I think Burrow has the higher ceiling between the two of them. I see Burrow as more of a give me the ball with 2 minutes and let me score kind of quarterback. I don't see that from Herbert as much. And maybe he hasn't really been put in that scenario that much either.
Right.
But I want the ball in Burrow's hands, especially with him being mic'd up and the amount of confidence he had last week. That's a lot of confidence for a guy that hasn't really quite proven himself just yet.
Oh my God! I mean, if you guys haven't seen this, the NFL had Joe Burrow mic'd up for the Thursday night game. You know, from beginning to end, more so when they came out in the second half, Burrow literally said, "Put the ball in my hands. Put the ball in my hands. It's time for me to take over. This is enough of this bullshit." Literally, he says that. And if you watch that game, not only did we have Poncho vibes, we had Joe Burrow vibes rocking hard that day, and he was crushing it, absolutely crushing it. And yeah, I mean, even the quote, you can't fucking zero me. You can't zero me," which is basically, you can't all out blitz me because I'm going to find the open guy and I'm going to make you pay for it. And he did. He made him pay, and the Bengals won the game for it. So I kind of agree. I like the swagger of Burrow. You know, I think Herbert is a little more, I don't know, just because I guess I don't watch him and I don't follow the Chargers as much. I get the perception though that Herbert is a little bit more reserved, I guess, is the word I would use to describe him. Less outward and vocal. But I think that I could, you know, as time goes and I get more exposure to Herbert, I'll probably see that change a little bit. So Ducklow with a fantasy question here, Todd. Should I start Crowder or James Conner this week in fantasy? So Jamison Crowder plays for the Jets. They're in London this week taking on the Falcons. And James Conner is the backup running back for the Cardinals, who gets, you know, I'd say about 45% of the touches that Chase Edmonds get. And they play the 49ers this week in Arizona.
So I'm playing Crowder. I'm in the same scenario that he's in this week.
Interesting.
And I have Crowder in my starting lineup.
Okay, why? Good perspective here.
So look, I think Jamison Crowder, when he is healthy and he is on the field, he is a better fantasy producing wide receiver. He usually is good for 1 plus 30-yard pass and then a touchdown. So you're going to at least basically get 11 to 14 points out of him. And with James Conner, he could run the ball 18 times for 50 yards, or he could run the ball 6 times for 20 yards and have 2 touchdowns. That's what he did a couple weeks ago. So I think Crowder is the more consistent production. Conner is, if you have a flex spot and you don't have I don't know. I'd take Crowder. I just think Crowder's the better spot there.
So the interesting thing about Crowder this year that you do need to take into account with Jamison Crowder, one, I typically stay away from London games. Whenever I'm doing fantasy, gambling, no matter what, I typically stay away from London games. You know, people like to say, well, they've been in London for a few days, they can adjust the time. I still think there's an opportunity there for things to go lopsided one way or the other. You know, whether you could, the ceiling, it's a very high ceiling, very low floor in these London games. So, Jamison Crowder, however, no action the first 3 weeks of the season. No points. Last week against Tennessee, 19 points in fantasy. Bobby Trees with a nice catch there and a first down for all you Robert Woods owners out there. So take that into account. I'm gonna look up James Conner right now. I'll give you a little bit of perspective on what he has done this season. 5 points week 1, 2.6 week 2. This is a PPR league. 18 versus Jacksonville, 19 versus LA. Trending up, trending up, I would say. And as an Edmonds owner, it absolutely infuriates me. But I would say I would go with Connor in this one, Ducklow. I would say that's kind of where I would lean. So you have two perspectives. You got a little bit more historical perspective for Crowder, in that he historically is more consistent, whereas James Conner, I think he's trending in a really nice direction right now, and hard to pass that up in my opinion. So two different perspectives. Let us know what you decide. I'm interested to see how you perform there, Ducklow. Bobby with a note here that he also has Crowder in his lineup. So we got two perspectives on for Crowder and one for Connor. Rams coming out looking good on the second drive here, moving the ball down the field. They got the second and short after a nice completion, and now converted that first down.
Bruce, thanks for stopping in, liking the stream. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Bruce.
Bobby got jealous that Arlo was in the chat or in the stream. Arlo.
Is that Bob's dog or is that your dog, Todd?
That's my dog.
So do you just bring him over? Are you guys at your place?
Say it again.
Are you at your place or Bobby's place? You're at Bobby's place, right? He just went to get the
Bobby's.
gas. Yeah, so you just bring him over to hang out?
Yeah, so when I was coming back from the podcast, he would bark like a madman when I'd walk in the door, wake up Declan, which means he wakes up Mary. Just trying to avoid it.
Not being a good boy.
For what it's worth, Arlo also said to start Crowder.
Oh, he did. So that's 3 against 1.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Alrighty, let's see how I'm doing in this daily fantasy. Let me give you this lineup that I drafted for tonight.
The comment here, Arlo does what he wants. That's a fact.
Let's
It's the sweetest dog in the history of time. Bruce
see.
says, Freaky Friday and Bob and the dog switch positions. I promise you that Arlo is much less insightful than Bobby while we're doing this podcast.
I'm in 10th out of 14 in this entry right now. But it's okay because Nathan's in 14th. I really just try and beat him every week, and he peer pressures me to do this DraftKings. So last season I took some money from him though. I did all right. I came out on top. About doubled my money just taking money from him. So that's why I do it, because I'm playing with house money at this point.
Right, you're not sweating it at all.
No, so basically what you do is you pick 6 players, one of which is your captain, which gets you 1.5 points. For every point, it's 1.5 points. So I chose Stafford, and I also have Russell Wilson. I got Henderson, Van Jefferson, Deshaun Jackson, just hoping for a big touchdown, and I got Collins as well in this one. So. We'll see. We need it hasn't been as light 'em up as we thought, at least in the first 3 series here tonight. But most of these Thursday night, even the Sunday night games, Monday night games, all the primetime games have been really, really fun so far.
Yeah, it's been. I think this season overall, there have been a lot of unexpectedly very exciting games.
Sure.
Right? I think you and I both kind of questioned the projected scores last Thursday going into that game, and then it ended up being down to the last second, literally.
Yeah.
And then you get Tom Brady going back into New England, throwing no touchdowns, and that game coming down to the wire.
I boycotted that game, actually, just out of principle. I was sick of it being shoved down my throat all week, and so I boycotted. That's why I didn't have a stream on Sunday. I was boycotting it. You're going to sit here and jam New England down my throat? I don't want to see that. I'll see you later. I'm going to bed. I'm going to go watch Ghost Adventurers, and I'm going to sleep.
You want, is that Zach? Is that his name, the guy from Ghost Adventures?
Yes. Yes, yes. And I saw an episode the other night where he had Post Malone on. I wish Post was just a regular on that show. I want to watch Post Malone on Ghost Adventures all the time. And I want to, because he's just like, I was just over here, having a smoke, and then I heard some shit, and that door closed. Like I just want that all the time. Actually, scratch that. Get me someone from a trailer park at all times, and just bring them into this show, and just have them run around. Oh my God! I was running over here, and I saw, oh shit. That's what I want to see.
Roof.
Oh, here he is. He's back. So I just saw a progressive commercial, as we're waiting for the game to come back on.
I cannot let Arlo take my spot, although he was a very handsome stand-in.
I think he's got it mostly down at this point.
Yeah.
Just put two. We should do Arlo's pick of the game or pick of the week, and you can put like two dog treats down. One.
That's actually an awesome idea.
One is one team, one is the other, and Arlo can decide who's gonna win that game.
I like it. I'm in. I'm 100% in.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll do it for every Monday night game or something.
I just have to follow up on my faux pas with my gas bill.
Uh-oh.
The guy was super cool. He was like, dude, this literally happens every day. He said he's done like 10 calls today for people that forgot to pay their bill. So the crazy thing about living here is that we have electric and gas. And where I used to live, it was just one. It was Duke. So naturally, I paid the electric bill and I forgot about the gas bill.
That's fair.
So
Columbia Gas will always come after you.
Columbia Gas. Yes,
now you can cook.
Always... Yeah, now I can heat up chicken wings properly.
Exactly.
So before the podcast on Tuesday, he's like, man, I've had these fucking chicken wings in the oven for forever, and they're just not getting warm.
Just never clicked.
He throws them in the microwave.
I was trying to smash some food like real quick before the podcast because I had just gotten home. Like it was a long day, and I was like, you can't do chicken wings in the microwave. You just can't.
He said, "Fuck these chicken
wings."
And
I said, "Fuck it." I put them in the microwave, and then I took one bite. And I'm like, "These are dog shit. I'm throwing them in the garbage." And then we just went live. So that was the. And now it just got really hot in here because we turned the heat on for a minute. I immediately turned the AC back on, so it will cool down.
That's good.
So
I'm about to break a sweat here in a second.
But you smell that first burn of turning the heat on. It's disgusting.
That's how you know fall's here.
Oh yeah.
Now,
so no kidding. I keep it at a nice crisp 64 degrees in my place.
Ugh.
Yes.
Couldn't do
it is
that.
Cold.
Couldn't do it.
So if you ever noticed, I always wear a hoodie or like a long sleeve shirt because it's a fucking icebox.
I love these are like my comfy clothes. Like I would rather be like I'd rather be able to put clothes on in my house. Like outside, I would rather it be hot than cold, but in my place, I want it cold rather than hot.
So I'm the exact opposite. I like to be in shorts and a t-shirt constantly. So we keep it at a nice 70 degrees regularly.
That's too hot. I can't sleep in that.
Regularly.
I can't. It has to be freezing cold for me to be able to sleep.
That's how my dad is, man. You could fucking hang meat in his bedroom. It's ridiculous.
You could. It would be delicious as well.
It would be aged appropriately.
It sure would. You could definitely dry age some beef in there.
You guys stop talking about my dad's meat. Appreciate it.
Sorry.
All right, well,
let's recap this, man. I want to hear how we did. I know I did horrible.
Oh yeah. Let's get into that first. So there is no longer a single leader. There is a tie, but there is also one clear. You want to call it loser?
I know it's me.
Yeah. So Jags, Bengals. We all got the Bengals. We all three lost on the Titans Jets game.
Yeah. What a game. What?
The Titans.
Who would have thought that?
They're absolute frauds, man. The Titans are. They do this shit all the time. Like they are the Bengals of like 6 years ago. I'd say longer.
You know, I
Longer, like 10 years
I
ago.
I don't want to say they're frauds just yet because their two best receivers haven't gotten playing time on the field together this season, and I want to see what they look like when they come back healthy.
That's fair.
You still won't, because Julio Jones probably won't play this week either.
Yeah, no. So it's still going to be a minute. But yeah, the Jets. You know, credit to Zach Wilson. He had a decent game. Not a great game by any means. He had a good game.
I love that. That's the credit we give Zach Wilson. He had a pretty good game.
He hasn't shown us anything yet.
No.
Well,
He really hasn't.
here's an interesting stat. The top three quarterbacks for, I think it's quarterback rating, or no, just rate, yeah, top three rated quarterbacks in passes over 20 yards. Russell Wilson, number 1. Joe Burrow, number 2. Zach Wilson, number 3.
No shit.
Wow.
What a
Yeah.
stat. What a stat.
Pretty wild.
That's crazy. All right, next game on the board was the Bears Lions. We all three went with the Bears. Pretty easy decision there.
Yeah.
Bears played really well against the Lions, but that's not really tough to do.
Justin Fields also gets his first victory.
Justin Fields also got his first victory.
Just going to interject here on the game here. It's third
Yeah.
and 2. It's 3rd and 2. You have your third string running back in, and you
they
run the
decide
fucking
to-
football. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll does this shit to Russell Wilson all the time. All
We
the
love
time.
you, Pete Carroll. We love you.
No, I mean, you took the
Asshole.
Seahawks, so I don't know why you're cheering, but it's 4th and 2.
No, that was facetious.
Sarcasm. I'm a rookie. They did it again. They did the same fucking play. What are you doing?
Oh, they went for it and they didn't get it. Fantastic.
Why do you... Oh, there are rumors about Russell Wilson wanting a trade this offseason. Why the fuck
Shocker.
could that be?
I'll tell you what, I hope the Steelers have a bidding war between Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers.
Ugh.
I would love nothing more than to have one of those two guys there.
You know what?
By the way, did you see that article that came out about
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers coming to the Steelers and him and Mike Tomlin having some juju?
Go ahead.
I saw it. It looked great.
I would actually really like that because that just means you're just kicking the can like 6 more years down the road. I can't wait. You guys are going to be in QB purgatory for like a decade, and it's going to be hilarious.
We are, but if we can get Aaron Rodgers for a year or two.
It's the short-sighted victory.
Yeah.
It very much so is. Next game on the board, Colts Dolphins. We were split on this one.
Yeah.
Colts won, so Todd and I got that. Corey picked the Dolphins. What do we think about the Colts? I mean, you called it. Jonathan Taylor had a great game. Mike Gesicki had a decent game. He had 67 yards and a touchdown. Jacoby Brissett didn't look bad per se, for his standards, but. Yeah, Corey, what are your thoughts?
What are the Dolphins doing? Like, what are they doing? Like, what are the Dolphins really doing? You know how many people before Joe Burrow was drafted were like, he needs to demand to go to the Dolphins. He cannot go to an organization like the Bengals. The Dolphins have been a dumpster fire for the last 30 fucking years. Like, I don't want to hear this anymore about how the Dolphins are an elite team.
What are the bright spots in Miami over the last 2-3 decades?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. What are they, a quarterback?
Ricky Williams?
Are they a
Is
quarterback?
that the best they got was Ricky Williams?
Pretty much, I would say. I would say Ricky Williams is probably the best thing. Is Miami a quarterback developing factory? Last time I checked,
never.
last one was Dan Marino. You
And
saw what they did to
that was
Ryan
100
Tannehill.
years ago.
Yeah, you saw what they did to Ryan Tannehill. And look, he left. He's doing just fine right now. So that narrative that Miami is just a better place for people to go is just false. They're a shittily run organization, in my opinion. They've stacked all. Now, I do like Brian Flores. I like what he's done with that defense. He's trying to bring that back a little bit. As of right now, he may be one of the more successful Belichick assistants to move on to a head coach.
I think Brian Flores is a great coach.
Yeah.
Ted, thanks for liking the video, man. I appreciate it. And the share as well. Coming in hot. No, I really like Brian Flores. I don't think Brian Flores is the issue.
No.
I think their inability to draft talent and develop talent is the issue, and I don't think all of that falls on him.
Right.
Yeah, so I think
No, go ahead, please.
you talk about it even in college football too, right? When a college coach comes into a university, they're inheriting the previous coaches' recruiting classes, right? So it's similar in the NFL, right? So Flores is inheriting the Dolphins drafting heirs over the last, let's just call it 5 years, because realistically, there, I don't know the statistic, but there's not a lot of guys on that team that start that have more than 5 or 6 years of time of service in the NFL.
Well, yeah, I don't even put this on Brian. It's not him anymore. It's the
No.
GM, because look at the Bengals. Look at the Bengals. Brian Flores and Zach Taylor started at the same time. They were hired in the same year. Who's at a better place right now?
Well, Zach, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Zach
It's the
Taylor, I
Bengals.
mean,
Well,
they've got way more talent.
It's the Bengals. So I mean, Duke Tobin deserves a tip of the hat, obviously, with his ability to draft right now. But it's not on Flores. You're 100% correct. That's the front office. At the end of the day, who's pulling the trigger? GM and the owner. The coach has his input.
Right.
I really like this guy. This is why. We need to develop this part of our game. This guy can help us do that. At the end of the day, it's the GM pulling the trigger. The head coach is making the call, but he's not the one making the call, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I think, I think the big thing in the NFL is getting a head coach and getting a GM that are 100% on the same page.
Yep.
You can't have a head coach or a GM do both. I think that is a complete. What's that? I'm looking for an adjective here, but it's not great for your organization when you've got one person doing two
Conducive.
roles. Right.
Bill Bryant.
It's
or
not
what was the guy in Houston? What was his name? Bill O'Brien, or what was his
Bill
name?
O'Brien.
Yeah.
You can't do both.
Yeah.
You can't. There's too much that goes into each one of those, but you have to have two guys that are on the same page, and your goals are the same. You want to develop the team in the same way. It's just like anything. Like if you have a job and you have two roles, you can't effectively do both.
Right.
Right? You're going to be half-assed in two things. That's just how it goes, right?
Yeah, and I
You know,
think
so that's
another perspective on that is you have to be on the same page. You have to be good. Look at the Lions.
Right.
Matt Patricia and Dan Quinn. Or Bob Quinn, I'm sorry. Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. They're fucking awful. And they were on the same page, but they were reading the wrong book. So it was just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, absolutely. Next game on the board, we had the Browns and the Vikings. We all three went with the Browns. Browns won in a close one.
Bobby Trees.
Bobby Trees. That's my favorite nickname for any NFL player right now. And I just heard it tonight. Close game.
I need that so bad. I need Robert Woods to play good.
Okay. Hey, I don't care. If he can play good, I just hope.
Did I take the Browns in that one, didn't I?
Yeah, we all three went with the Browns. We all three won that game.
Yeah. So big news out of Cleveland today. Did you guys hear about it?
I sure did.
So Baker Mayfield has been and currently is playing with a partially torn labrum.
I did hear that. Yep, I did hear that. That's probably attributing to his lack of success on my fantasy team, which is which sucks. But honestly, I think if Dalvin Cook is healthy, that there's a different outcome in that game.
Bobby Trees. I love it.
Another big one for Bobby. I was letting Bobby finish before I gave Bobby Trees still a shout out there, but no.
Sorry, I cut you off.
You're fine. That's all I really want to say. I think if the Vikings running game was a little bit more healthy, that would have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
But the Vikings couldn't get anything established. They couldn't get anything going in the receiving game because they couldn't get anything on the ground. Not taking anything away from the Browns. Browns played well. Vikings really do have a high-powered offense there with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. I mean, they've got all kinds of weapons. If they can get healthy, they're going to be tough. I think their only question marks at quarterback and if he can stay consistent. But, Browns won a great game.
Yeah, and, I mean, the thing about Baker is, he looked like shit in that game.
Yeah.
He really did.
I'm just going to tell you.
And it showed.
He didn't look comfortable. And
No.
I get, and when honestly, it wasn't just yesterday. I get this a lot when I watch Baker play. He's constantly doing that. His feet don't stop moving. He doesn't.
He's jittery.
Like when you watch Aaron Rodgers will literally stand straight fucking up and down and not move. At the same time,
That's how Drew Brees was too.
He gives zero.
Aaron Rodgers is also the worst example of proper throwing technique because he never throws off his front foot, is consistently off his back foot even when he doesn't need to. But Baker just didn't look comfortable. He didn't get settled. He was making errant throws. And it's his non-throwing arm. So if you don't know what the labrum is, it's a ligament that attaches from up here around your cuff and keeps your shoulder in the socket, basically. So on your non-throwing arm, that's not going to do a whole lot, except for when you try and rip the ball. When you try and rip the ball, that you're going to torque that body a lot and use your that back foot to explode, and you're going to feel it a little bit there. So if he's nursing it, if he's keeping it off of that a little bit, he's gonna cut that throw a little short, and it's going to cause him to not be as accurate. He called himself out though in the press conference. He's like, "Look, I got to step it up. I'm not playing very well. Pride myself on being an accurate quarterback, and I'm just not that right now."
Yep. Well, until he shows me something, he's gonna be on my bench.
Another hot take from the Browns Vikings games is that Myles Garrett was immediately drug tested right after the game because he is yoked.
Have you seen that dude's arms?
Yeah, it's stupid.
that dude should not be able to walk into any store. Those are just absolute cannons.
Yeah, he is 100% built different.
So did you register those?
Have you registered your weapon, sir?
Insane, absolutely insane.
No. He's a freak, man, and that just goes to show you, man. Like I love you, Corey, but damn, like we had no chance, no chance. We aren't built like that.
No.
There's a very small percentage of the population that is built like him, and it's just unreal. Like him and Aaron Donald. Like those are the two guys I think of that are just freaking huge.
Yeah, Aaron Donald is just a freak, man. I mean, the guy.
Yeah, he makes me more uncomfortable than Myles Garrett because he's fluffy and he just will rip through anybody. There's nobody that's bigger, faster, or stronger than him.
Yeah, best player. He's arguably the best player in the league.
I think he is. He in my opinion, is number one in the league right now.
Yeah, no, he's an absolute freak of nature, man. An absolute pleasure to watch, which we get to watch tonight, which is awesome. Next game on the board, the good old football team versus the Dirty Birds.
Wow.
We all three went with it. We all three went with the Hot Atlanta. We were all three wrong.
Jared McKissick with the game-winning touchdown. I feel very weird saying that sentence.
Right?
All of that together. But honestly, I love Taylor Heineke's success.
Taylor Heineke, man,
I love it.
Unbelievable.
Playing in the XFL.
Did they just pick that off?
Yes.
So I'm looking at it a little bit.
Let's go!
It looks like. Well, I think they're going to keep it. But he didn't get that left foot down again.
And he dragged it. He dragged the toe.
No, he didn't. Not on that left foot. So it's because
I'm telling you, he dragged it.
But in the typical sense of what they have ruled a catch over the last like 3 or 4 years, when he's bringing that ball down like that sometimes they don't consider control. If the ball moves.
Close.
If the ball moves,
so close.
Now the question is, do they get the snap off before McVay can throw it out there, and the play is off.
All right. Is there enough to overturn it? That's the thing.
That's the other thing. Is like, do you waste a timeout in the first half? Do you waste a challenge?
I don't think you do. I don't think you waste a timeout, especially when they're on the 20. If they would have gotten some field position or a touchdown,
0-0 ball
I think
game.
you challenge it.
You're down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If they would have returned that for a touchdown, that'd be a different story. Russell Wilson getting on the ground,
having to scramble out of the pocket
again because nobody can get open. Next game on the board, good old Davis Mills led Texans versus the Josh Allen led Bills. Obviously, that ended in the fashion we thought it was going to end in. Complete slaughter.
Daddy long neck.
So here's the thing: Tyrod Taylor's still on IR. He's projected to come back week 6 as of right now. Do you think he comes back? Do you think it's going to be week 7, week 8? What do you guys think about Tyrod Taylor and the hamstring?
I think if you're Houston, you pray that he comes back in week 6. Davis Mills had arguably one of the worst offensive performances that I've ever seen from a quarterback.
I would
I mean,
argue.
he was-
Absolute garbage.
I would argue if you're like the Houston front office, you argue that because and if you're like his teammates, you argue that. But if you're a Houston fan, you want him out as long as possible. You want to lose. You want to lose more until you have
Yeah, you
that
want the number
first
one
pick.
pick.
Yeah, until you have that first pick secured. That said, this would be a great year to trade out of that first overall pick. I'm not seeing a whole lot of quarterback, cream of the crop quarterback action happening right now. So, but yeah, I mean,
No.
from a
Not-
Houston perspective,
yeah, this is a very, very weak quarterback class coming into this draft.
yeah.
It'll be great for an episode.
Yeah, it most definitely will. Next game on the board, New York Giants, New Orleans Saints. We all three went with the Saints, and we were all three wrong.
Oh,
Hold on, we gotta watch this. Apparently, it's good.
oh yeah.
Russell Wilson shotgun formation, drops back, slings it over the middle. Oh, picked off.
Picked off, headed back the other way.
Wow,
What a great grab. Heads up play by the linebacker there. That
unbelievable.
reader, yeah,
Russell
51.
Wilson's not really known to throw balls like that, man, into traffic. That's just a bad pass. So we had the Giants Saints. Saints lost.
I have not picked a Saints game right all year. I have not picked a Saints game.
Dude, they're
right
just it
all
surprises me.
year.
Like even though Jameis is at the helm, he's not. I don't. He could be the worst quarterback in the league.
He is. What are you
Um,
talking about? You saw it online to Gaines rankings. He's the worst. I'm grabbing a beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, I mean, Jameis Winston, thought he was going to prove us wrong week one, and then it turned out that we were all actually correct, and that was a fluke. The Giants got it going. I think the biggest surprise is that I haven't seen a lot of Alvin Kamara.
He did have a good week.
He had a good week, but just this season, I figured he would have a bigger impact on the games, and he really
Well,
hasn't.
you gotta think if you're on the defensive side of the ball.
He's the only guy you got to stop.
Yeah, he's your largest threat by a grandson.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, one guy can't do it all.
Right.
There's 11 guys on
Derrick
each side
Henry.
of the ball. Yeah, another great example of a guy trying to do it all that's just failing not because of the lack of skill, but just because you just can't. Not in the league with all these just excellent athletes.
This beer is brought to you by Miller Lite. It's not, but Miller Lite, if you'd like to sponsor us, please let me know.
Yeah, I'll drink
Yeah,
it. I'll drink an ice cold Miller Lite. I don't care.
Miller Lite wants to sponsor us. I'll drink 100 of them. Let's do it.
On
Yeah,
the show.
Yeah.
it might be spread out over a week.
Wade Boggs. Call me Wade Boggs.
Wade
I'll crush
Boggs.
these beers.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia. That is a great
All right.
episode there.
Next game on the board, Chiefs Eagles. Chiefs rebounded. We all three
Yeah.
with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We all expected them to rebound. Eagles didn't play bad.
Jalen Hurts had a good game.
Jalen Hurts played well. But no, I mean, Pat Mahomes looked good. I mean, I think the biggest surprise on the Chiefs team is Travis Kelce, or the lack thereof. I think a lot of teams have been just focusing on him. He's their first down machine. And I think if you can stop Travis Kelce, you put a big hiccup in their offense.
But then you throw the ball to Tyreek Hill 11 times for
But
186
then that's when
Right.
Tyreek Hill pops off. The fastest guy in the league.
Bless that man. He won.
Is there anybody faster than Tyreek Hill?
John Ross.
Yeah, I'd say John Ross is probably, if you put them next to each other, John Ross probably
Is there a good player that's faster than Tyreek Hill?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. He's probably the fastest guy in the league. If I had to bet, I would say him.
Wow, going for it all.
Yeah, trying to hit Van Jefferson.
Yeah, we all three picked the Chiefs, got that right. The next game we're split. Panthers Cowboys. Todd went with the Panthers, but the Cowboys pulled it out.
Yep.
Ezekiel Elliott for another week had a great game.
Cowboys kind of rolled the.
But the biggest story from the Cowboys, Dalton Schultz, the tight end. What a game.
Streamed him last
Those-
week.
Do I now?
I streamed him. I picked him up and streamed him last week on the waiver wire.
Very nice.
Attaboy.
He's in my starting lineup this week in one of my leagues.
Still
Yeah, I mean he's
Did not get him a dub though.
Nope. It's bullshit. I'm 7th in points scored. I'm 2nd in points scored against. It's ridiculous.
Jesus.
That's fantasy football, man.
Yeah. You don't even want Todd to go in about his luck. So Todd, that was the first game Todd, I believe, got wrong.
Yeah.
You savant.
We got that one right. To be honest, I did not miss a game unless it was a game that we all three picked and lost.
Watch
This
out
week.
now. Coming in hot.
Just saying, this guy had a good week. Next game was the Seahawks Niners. We picked the Niners. Garoppolo got hurt. Trey Lance came in. Gave a great effort for the time that he was in the game. Played very well. But the Seahawks were just too much against the Niners. I think the injury and with it being Trey Lance's first go about it in the league, I think that had a little bit to do with it. I think if that game is ran back with Trey Lance, I think the Niners pull that out.
So give you the stat
You with
line.
Garoppolo.
I'll give you the stat
Yeah,
line.
with Trey
on,
Lance.
Oh, you think the whole game they win?
I think if Trey Lance starts that game, I think they win.
I mean, he didn't have a bad game. I'll just give you his rating here. I mean, he actually had a decent game. 9 of 18, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Quarterback rating 39.5, and a rating of 117. So, I mean, it's not the worst. I mean, the quarterback rating is not very good, but I mean, it's just below par, middle of the road, I guess. So,
Give Trey Lance a couple weeks. I think Trey Lance is the real deal.
I do too. I drafted him in my keeper league as kind of a futures pick. So we'll see.
I didn't think he was going to come into the games this early. I drafted him in my brother's league. I had to drop him because Jimmy G was playing well and it didn't look like Trey Lance was going to play. And then Jimmy G gets hurt, and guess who picks him up off the waiver wire? My dad.
There you go,
Charlie.
Charlie.
Pops, if
Animal.
you're watching, I'm not upset with you. I've done the same thing.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That's all I got.
Disappointing.
Next game, we had the Cardinals versus the Rams. Are the Cardinals the only undefeated team in the league right now?
It's the Cardinals, and that might be accurate because the Raiders aren't any
I
longer.
think you're right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cardinals look great.
Yeah,
What else is there to say about the Cardinals other than they're playing very, very good football right now?
Kyler Murray is my MVP if it season ended today. So
Yeah, no, guys off to a hell of a start. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to say about that game other than it was a good game to watch. The Cardinals played well.
yeah,
Next game on the board, Steelers Packers. We all three took the Packers against my heart. Yeah, I made obviously the right call.
yeah.
I think the outcome of that game would have been different had that blocked field goal actually been called correctly. To be fair, I was sitting here watching with Todd, and Todd said it was a bullshit call.
It was a bad call.
No, you're right. I mean, it was a 10-point swing. They ended up losing by 10. So
Yeah. I think the outcome of that game is very different if that call is the other way. But either way, if I was a bet man, would have bet it right. Next game on the board was the Ravens Broncos. Teddy Bridgewater's concussed. Now you're on to Drew Lock. I mean,
Poor Teddy Bridgewater.
poor Teddy Bridgewater.
dude, Teddy Touchdowns needs a break, man. It just sucks.
Him and Tyrod Taylor have just not had.
God.
They have not had any luck.
It sucks. I wish he had a better bill of health in this league because he was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Teddy Bridgewater is a great talent. And we got to see it for a couple games this season until he got hurt. But man, Lamar Jackson, that Ravens offense, man, they look good.
I think in terms of the Denver Broncos, I'll do a nice quote here. They are who we thought they were. At the beginning of the season, the Denver Broncos were on no one's fucking list to make the playoffs. Now they're showing exactly why. They're not a good football team. They have no depth. They beat Washington, New York, and New York. That's the teams that they beat. All of those
Right.
teams are dog shit. So I you know, they went up against a good team and they got, it showed.
Here's a stat for Russell Wilson that just popped up. First interception in his last 185 passes. You know, the last time we saw a stat like that?
Mr. Joe Burrow. Yeah. Joe Burrow's was longer.
Oh, boy. Big run. 15 yards.
Who was that?
Is that Swain?
Number 19. I
Freddie
didn't catch the back of the jersey.
Freddie Swain?
Still can't see.
Still can't see.
Going
it. Showing us-
deep. Oh,
somebody can look
there's
up
a
who number
PI
19
coming.
is on the Seahawks. That'd be great. Next game on the board.
That's Freddie.
A barn burner in Foxborough. An absolute barn burner. Russell Wilson going deep.
Getting that Joe
Pass
Flacco money
interference.
right there. Getting that PI.
There it is. Yeah, he fucking tackled him. Buccaneers Patriots 19-17. Final score. Bucks winning by 2 points. Obviously, that game was inhibited by a lot of rain.
Yeah.
I think the biggest part of that game is Belichick's son, right?
Yeah.
Just crazy. Do you see that?
No, I did
Oh
not.
my God! He's just standing on the sideline, just out of control. Absolutely out of control. He's a madman.
Oh, well, to cover the last two games, I didn't say we all three picked the Ravens. We all three picked the Bucks. So we all got those games right. The last game of the week, Raiders Chargers, Monday night game. Chargers took that one. Chargers are just playing some great football. Justin Herbert, obviously, got two primetime games back-to-back weeks, and they, so far they've shown up today. 0-0 score against Seahawks, and they looked good last week against the Raiders.
Great start by Austin Eckler as well. Austin Eckler had a great game.
Three good games in a row for Austin Eckler, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So the tally after week 4. Bobby sitting at 38-25. Todd sitting at 38-25. Corey sitting at 37-26.
All right, so it's not like I'm getting demolished here.
You're getting wrecked right now. No, it's still super tight. I mean, I honestly think when this thing, comes to the end of the season, it is going to come down to a game. Touchdown pass, Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf.
What a combo.
Great ball. That one was into traffic again, but you've got DK Metcalf, who's just a robot amongst humans. It's not even man amongst boys at this point.
He's a cyborg.
That dude is
He's
a
more of a
cyborg.
cyborg than a robot.
I mean, just look at him. He's got a foot on the guy that was covering him.
Yeah, he's a
Probably
beast.
50 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, I mean, what a great route.
Just
great
an
ball.
absolute unit.
There's nothing else to say. So a game separates us. There's a tie for first. Corey is nipping at our heels. It's the pick'em has been really fun, and it's been a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And
We're also
through 4 weeks. We also have the same thought process, and
there's a lot of strategy that goes into it because
Yeah.
you can really just coach, like, just tag on to somebody.
if you're not
Worst
sure,
case
if you're
scenario,
not
you're
sure
just-
about
you're
a
tired
game,
of
you
thinking.
can just go with the crowd.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong either way.
Right. Right. There is that.
Except for the Thursday. Hold on. I want to see if this is the first Thursday night game we've split.
Check the records here.
No, it is not. The first Thursday night game we didn't pick the Thursday night game.
We didn't pick week one
No,
at
I
all.
think last week was the first Thursday night we picked.
So that's why when I was adding up the numbers, like we're a game short. Like why are we a game short?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why. Okay. So we have all picked the same Thursday night game until this week.
Until tonight.
Until tonight.
Thursday.
Thursday, October 7th.
All right, boys. Well, before we get into the pick'em for this week, I think it's time.
I think it's time we share the news.
Yeah,
Time to-
absolutely.
Time to let them know. Take it away, boys.
Yeah, so the three of us have been collaborating these last, 4 or 5 weeks. It's been an absolute blast. We hope you guys have been enjoying it as well. We are this isn't really, a LeBron thing where we're taking our talents elsewhere. We're actually going to be combining our talents. We're still going to be on the Facebook platform, but we are going to be in a joint effort over on YouTube as well. Rally Towel Sports is going to be the umbrella, just name of our channel, and then we're gonna have certain episodes going. So we're gonna have Line to Gain. We're gonna have a baseball podcast. We're gonna have a basketball podcast. Names have yet to be determined because we're still trying to find availability. But the big news is that we are joining and collaborating full time now. And I literally just got chills just saying that. It's super cool, to even get to this point where we can start collaborating, and we've got a lot of fun ideas in the works. We can't really say anything about it yet because we don't have the details ironed out. But the big thing is that the three of us love sports. It doesn't matter what we're watching. We just love talking about it. We enjoy the time that we're spending together, just as adults in general. We hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And that's our big news. We're joining forces over on YouTube. We also have a Twitter page that has just been created. Content will be coming there shortly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys have?
I said it this morning. I'm juiced. I'm absolutely juiced.
I'm so excited.
It's for us. It's providing more content for you guys during the week, right? So now we can do this Thursday night pick'em while we watch the game with you guys. We can cover MLB playoffs. We can cover the basketball season when it starts, and it doesn't have to be all three of us.
Right. So that's another big caveat to what we're going to be doing. For those of you online against podcast right now, for those of you here at Rally Towel, our goal is to get you content on a daily basis. And this content is going to be available for you to watch anywhere at any time, even if you can't make the live show. And we want to be more available to you. We want to bring you more content. We want to get a little bit more diverse and eclectic with what we're bringing, and it's just going to be so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really good opportunity, and shout out to Corey for.
Oh, by the way,
taking the leap on
it. This was Corey's idea.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's the idea came the other day when Facebook crashed, Instagram crashed, WhatsApp crashed, all that stuff crashed. I'm like, well, that would be. Hi, Sanchez. Sorry, my cat's bothering me. That would be that would be really shitty if we were on a stream one night and Facebook crashed. And I was like, we should have a contingency plan for that. And I'm like, well, I'm saying we a lot here when I do this. I'm like, I think it's time that we make this happen. And Rally Towel Sports is going to be a great platform, to grow all together. And I'm excited for Line to Gain, which is my baby, to join with Rally Towel Sports, which is your baby, and together we'll create something awesome. And
absolutely,
it's going to be fun. So yeah, like Bobby was saying, Rally Towel, Line to Gain is going to be a Rally Towel Sports podcast now.
Well, here's the thing, like when we created this, my entire vision with Rally Towel Sports was for that to be
the brand,
right?
Yeah.
Not to be just a segment of a podcast itself. We didn't really know where to go with it, but we kind of landed on that. We had a couple different names in the works, and Corey, shout out to you for getting Line to Gain and that podcast. That is a great name for a football podcast, by the way. And we've recently discovered how incredibly challenging it is to find great names.
You know what? You know what I think we should do? I think as we have listeners right now, we are actively searching for a basketball, NBA and college, and a baseball podcast title. And I think what we should do, I don't know, this is literally coming off the top of the dome, we should have a contest for our listeners.
Absolutely.
You can submit
100%.
You can submit to rallytowelsports09@gmail.com. You can hit us up on the Facebook page. You can hit us up on Line to Gain, whatever. Just drop it in there. Any ideas you have for a baseball and a basketball podcast? If we pick yours, I say free merch, Line to Gain merch and Rally Town Sports merch, and when we
100%.
whenever we
Absolutely.
have the other stuff,
Your
free
choice.
merch. Yeah, your choice.
Yep.
Your choice.
Yeah, so that's another thing that's coming from this is that now there will be Rally Town Sports merch.
Yes.
Yep, and everything to go with it. There's going to be Rally Town. There's going to be Line to Gain. And the great thing is that whatever name that, if you end up coming up with the name and we pick it, you get a free piece of that merch plus another piece of whatever you want.
Yeah, with your name, with the logo, your brand on it. So it's pretty sweet.
Absolutely. No, Corey, great idea. So we're merch coming soon for the entire collection of what we're rolling out. So we've got a lot of irons in the fire right now. So we're going to be working on the coming weeks. We'll provide you guys updates, but the big news is that we're going to be collaborating full time, and God bless America. This is freaking sweet.
It's awesome.
I think that's the most energy I can provide without cursing.
So the good thing about
am I supposed to not be cursing? That's a question. Am I supposed to?
Fuck it.
God damn it! I'm fucking excited.
All right, I was just saying because fuck is probably my favorite word that exists.
Yeah, we're not at work. It's okay.
It's so versatile.
Every now and then. But yeah, so the big thing with YouTube as well is that we're going to be able to share our social medias with you guys. So we'll be able to share the Line to Gain. We'll be able to share Rally Tow's Twitter, Instagram, our merch.
It's just another platform for all of us to grow. And the really cool thing is that with Streamlabs, we have the ability to not only go live on Facebook, but we can also go live on YouTube. And with that collaboration, it's just gonna exponentially help us get our brand out there. So obviously the support on both ends is going to be great. Whether you choose to watch on Facebook or watch on YouTube, I don't care, as long as you're watching the content. But most importantly, enjoying the content. That's what we want. So any and all feedback is definitely appreciated. But that's the big announcement for this evening. Mr. Corey Ransom James, Todd Michael Gottschall, and Robert James Lehman. We are all in on this. And yes, I remembered your middle name.
That's impressive.
He said it. So he said it before the podcast, and I was like, "Holy shit! How did you remember that, man? That's crazy."
It's amazing.
Fucking steel trap up here, gentlemen.
That's amazing. To be fair, we're literally 30 feet from each other for the first 7 years of our lives. So.
Oh man, yeah.
Super cool stuff coming, guys. It's gonna be, it's the best opportunity that the three of us could get to be able to provide as much content as possible.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we'll be having a special guest appearance here in a couple weeks when the NBA season kicks off.
Yep.
We're gonna keep that quiet for now, but we want to keep you guys obviously tuned into that.
Yeah.
So you know who you are if you're watching.
You got goosebumps just thinking about it. I can feel it.
All right. So Seahawks scored. Chargers are driving right now. They've obviously had a good drive up to this point. 10 plays, seven running, 3 pass. Herbert rolling out to the right.
Is that Bobby Trees again?
He's having a game of his
for a
life.
nice 8-yard gain. Bobby Trees, what a great aim.
You know what? I can't take credit. I can't. It's not me. That's my boy.
Hey,
Aaron.
you know what? If you would have said anything, I would have just said, "Hey, I heard this sweet thing from Corey," and it'd have been over. It'd been it.
What a humble man.
I have to give it up to my boy Aaron Mailing. Aaron runs a Browns. Well, at least he did in the past. I'm not sure if it's still rocking a Browns, Cavaliers, and Buckeyes podcast, Stadium Must Heard. And shout out to
very
Aaron.
nice.
Shout out to
Aaron.
Yeah.
You done fucked up, Aaron. All right. I tried to casually roll into that without laughing.
All right. Big gulp, son.
All right. Do we want to roll into the week 5, or do we want to wait until halftime?
Let's get it. Let's get
All
after
right.
it.
Next game on the board, the Jets
Ooh.
on the road in Atlanta. I've got Atlanta.
So it's not on the road. This is actually a 9:30 a.m. That's right.
Oh,
you
this is
get
London.
football
This
at
is the London
9:30
game. I'm
in
so
the morning.
sorry.
That's right. In jolly old England.
Hello, Governor.
You sound like you're from London.
Here's what I'll tell you, boys. Wembley, it's at Wembley, right?
It's at. I'm not sure. I think they've been rotating them. Like I think a couple years ago it was at like Tottenham, but I'm not 100%.
Let me look it up. Well,
Look it
here's
up.
from my experience of watching NFL across the pond.
Fun fact
It
is, he went to Wembley on his honeymoon.
It is fucking electric. I mean, you can feel your rib bones just rattling in there.
That's
There's
awesome.
so much noise. People are so excited to watch football. Every play is like the Super Bowl. It's incredible. It's insane. As a Bengals fan, it was the worst being there because Cooper Kupp had the game of his life against them.
Cooper Cup slayed that.
Oh my
I remember
god!
watching it.
And every person around it, oh, Cooper Kupp's playing so well. Oh, God. Look how many fantasy points he has. That was the biggest thing, dude.
Every much people play fantasy football.
Dude, it was all fantasy football. So it was all degenerate gambling and fantasy football.
Sounds like
And then
heaven.
gambling related to fantasy football.
That
That's,
makes me so happy.
when I die, that's where I'm going. I'm going to Wembley.
Dude, you just got if you get the opportunity to ever go to England, specifically to London, there are these little sports betting shops about every 2 blocks. And you just walk in and there's a teleprompter that you scroll through and then you type in your picks and it brings a ticket out and then you go back and check them next day and see if
Carry
you win
on.
money or not.
So how do you get your money?
You cash out at the location.
You didn't win any bets, did you? You have no fucking clue.
No, yeah, I didn't. I don't want to. I appreciate you calling me out. Yeah, no, I did not do well. I did not do well.
All right,
Oh.
let's get back on task here. Jets, Falcons across the pond. My mistake. They are not in Atlanta. I've got the Falcons rolling in this game.
Ooh, rolling. That's
Rolling?
interesting.
Rolling.
No Calvin Ridley, remember that.
Rolling.
I'm going the opposite. I think Zach Wilson took a step last week, albeit the Titans didn't have their weapons, but Titans' weapons aren't on defense. And Zach Wilson did what he had to do to manage that game effectively, so that put his team in a position to win, and they did it. And the Falcons, I don't trust them either. It's kind of like the lesser of two evils on a confidence scale. I mentioned I took the Rams with a 5. I took the Jets on this week with a 2. So I'm not super, super confident in this one, but my gut is just telling me go with the Jets on this one. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Todd, you get to decide the split.
Drum roll.
No Calvin Ridley, no Russell Gage. It's 100% up to Kyle Pitts, Patterson, and Mike Davis. I'm taking the Jets.
Wow.
Okay.
He's also got looking for a big week out of Jamison Crowder. So.
Yeah. I have to make sure that he scores more points than James Conner, so we can follow up on this next Thursday.
All right. So just a recap of our first 2 picks this week. Both split, and I'm on the opposite end of both.
Oh, so it could be really good for you.
Times they are changing.
Or it could be really bad for me. Or we could split, and it hurts no one.
Yeah,
It's true.
literal statistics of outcomes that could happen.
He just laid out the only odds. So for anyone that's watching,
It could be
that's
heads.
it.
It could be
You
heads.
have those are your options.
It could also be tails.
I could also drop it. We have to do it again. I hate you guys.
God.
I love you. All right. Next game on the board, we have New England on the road in Houston. Not a great game.
Yeah, I just watched Houston get fucking piss railed, so I'm gonna go Pats on this one.
Yeah, I'm on the bad side.
I am also on that train. I think Mac Jones is going to manage that game much better than Davis Mills will. And
Notice how we're talking like Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. We're not talking about like how they're gonna go win it. We're talking about how they're gonna manage it. Is that? I mean,
yeah,
is
for
that
sure.
is that on purpose? I think it is. Like, right?
They're game managers. They're not game winners.
Not yet, at least. At least, you know,
Yeah,
I don't
they
want to
still got
write
some
these
time.
guys off 4 games into the season on their rookie year. You know what I mean?
No. And look, I don't think Mac Jones has played poorly. I think that he is still navigating his way through defenses that he's never been matched up against before.
Sure.
And it's not a knock on him to say that he's managing the game. It's that's what he's doing right now. He doesn't know how to lead a team to victory at the NFL level just yet.
I think that's fair. I mean, how could he? Right, 4 games in.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Next game on the board, we got the good old Detroit Lions in the hometown of Mr. Corey James. Just JK, not hometown, where you're currently living.
It's my
On the road.
hometown. Yeah.
On the road in Minnesota.
I mean, the Lions are without Frank Ragnow, Penei Sewell.
I think I can speak for all of us. We're all taking the Vikings.
Yeah, we're all taking the Vikings. I just want to give a little synopsis here on the Lions. You know, they're missing Frank Ragnow, probably a top 3 center in the league. That is probably their best player, in my opinion. That Penei Sewell didn't practice today. He's a little banged up as well. You know, Jared Goff needs a good running game and good protection to be effective. He also needs weapons, and
Right.
he has none of those.
Yeah, Hawkinson also a game time decision as of right now, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's 100%. I don't think he practiced today either. So, not looking good. Thursdays are usually the days. You know, if you don't practice, you're probably not playing. That's typically how it goes. So,
Yep.
the Lions could honestly be like, all right, we're not gonna win this one. Let's get everyone healthy because we might be able to beat the Bengals. like that. I honestly like that thought went through my head.
Yeah, absolutely. Next game on the board, I think it's going to be a very, very good game. The Philadelphia Eagles on the road against the Carolina Panthers.
So why
Two-
go ahead and tell me why you think that's going to be a really good game?
I mean, you got Jalen Hurts who's playing some good football. You got Sam Darnold who looks like he's finally coming into his own. Big play from Russell Wilson, taking a shot down the field
Carving it
To
up.
Alex Collins.
to Alex Collins.
Carving it up right now.
Both defenses are decent. I think the Panthers are much better than the Eagles in that respect. But I still think it's going to be a good game either way.
Okay.
I lean towards the Panthers. I think Sam Darnold's just got it figured out. I'm taking the Panthers at home.
So, fun fact for Philadelphia: in all of their major offensive categories, Alabama alumni or former Alabama players are leading in all those categories. Jalen Hurts is their leading rusher and passer. Devonta Smith is their leading receiver.
Wow.
That has been their only offense. Miles Sanders has been almost non-existent this year. I know that as an owner of him on a fantasy team. Look, I'm taking Carolina.
Yeah, I'm with you guys too on this one.
Yeah, so DJ Moore, we've talked about him a lot, has had an incredible season. Sam Darnold looks comfortable.
He just has great rapport with Sam.
Yeah. And you have Robbie Anderson, who had a great week last week as well, finally coming out and having a good game. So, I look for Carolina to just absolutely shove on Philadelphia
You
secondary.
think it's going to be a Panthers rolling?
I think Panthers roll. So, I don't think the Eagles secondary can handle the speed of DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson.
I think it's going to be a closer game than you think. What do you think, Corey?
I think it's Panthers by a touchdown, at least. I don't trust Philadelphia. I think the Panthers are a legit contender.
Russell Wilson taking a shot
Not even close.
to no one.
Yeah, there's a flag. There's some laundry on that one. So we'll see. It might be a hold on Darnold. Oh, a shot to the head by Darnold on Russ. There's the flag coming on. That's what the flag was. But where the frick was that throw to? That is not even relatively close. I thought it was like a hold or something, but no. It's just...
Like that scene in Space Jam where he throws the ball to the old lady sitting on the bench. She was wide open.
and no, I think Panthers by at least a touchdown. I think they're just better in every facet of the game. They're better on offense and they're better on defense. Special teams I can't speak too much to, but yeah, I got Panthers in this one.
I think that's a BS call on Aaron Donald. I don't think that's a dirty hit in any way, shape, or form.
Well, dirty and
He hit him
illegal are different, right?
I don't think it's illegal either. I mean, he hit him on a shoulder pad.
He hit him in the head.
No.
I side with Corey on this one.
Yeah, hand
As
split up
the
and hit him in.
tiebreaker, he hit him in the head.
Yeah, hand to head on that one.
All right. I will secede, but I disagree.
And I bid you adieu.
And I bid you adieu.
Well, all right, Mr. Jefferson. Jefferson Davis.
All right, next game on the board, we got famous Jameis and the Saints on the road in D.C.
I don't know why I
Against the
even fucking pick the Saints. I'm literally 0 for 4 picking Saints games.
They've got to win this week.
I'm
I'm just kidding. I'm going with Washington.
going with Washington.
I'm picking
See,
Taylor Hanke and the Washington football team
I'm not.
against New Orleans Saints.
I'm going with the Saints. I have to get it right. If I just consistently pick the Saints, I'm going to get one right. Right?
Doesn't matter who they play. Corey's picking the Saints. You heard it here first.
Until I get it right.
Every week.
Well, no,
I have learned my lesson against the Saints. I am not going with the Saints. I am picking the football team. You got the football team as well?
Yeah.
So
All
here's
right.
the thing. It doesn't matter. I'm almost giving you guys points. It doesn't matter. If I pick Washington, the Saints will win. If I pick the Saints, Washington will win. It doesn't matter. So I'm just gifted because I care about you two as humans. I'm giving this to you and picking the
What a
Saints.
swell guy.
We love you.
Another touchdown. Flag on the play. Russ.
Oh, we get to watch it now. Thanks for letting us know what's happening.
Yeah. Make sure you catch that one.
I need to get cable.
Coming back. We got a hold on the play.
I'm gonna lock it. JK.
What's
Sorry,
next?
Josh. I know Lockett's on your fantasy team, Josh. I apologize if that one's coming back.
I know. He's undefeated.
That is true, Josh. Fuck you.
I feel no sympathy for Josh. He's the only person in our league that's undefeated.
He's always got a good team.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I hate it.
Always. And he's the commissioner. Collusion. Next game on the board, we have the fake Titans.
The fraud, as Sir Game calls
The
them.
fraudulent Titans
They are
versus
fraudulent.
versus the
Fake
20-year-old
news.
Padillan head coach in Jacksonville.
Fake news.
Sorry, that's probably not a great way to frame that.
No,
Titans,
Urban Meyer,
Jags.
all he was doing, he was practicing under center snaps. That's it. Silent count. Silent count.
The old silent count. Fun fact: that bar is 8 miles from us. Where
Holy
he was at.
moly, dude!
Doesn't he own that bar?
He does own that bar.
Yeah, that's what I
What's it
thought.
called?
It's Urban Meyer's Pine or something like that.
Wow. Yeah, he's
It's
wow.
called
But
Urban Meyer's
Corey,
Index
I got a
Finger.
genuine laugh from the under center snap.
What
It's
a,
so funny.
can we just say it? What a jerk off, right?
Yeah, absolute complete piece of shit. We talked.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
talked about it Tuesday.
But at the same
Um,
time, I do have a point on this. Like, I think it's kind of being blown out of proportion, in my opinion. That's kind of my personal opinion. You don't think that happens every weekend in the NFL? You don't
Sure,
think?
it does.
100% does.
He got caught, right? So
Yeah,
social
but-
media is the implication of it.
If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound? Like, it's still happening. That's my point. Like, he is no worse than anyone else, like, than hundreds of other players, coaches
Nope.
in the NFL. That's my point. And
No, but he got caught. That's the biggest implication, right?
sure, he got caught. He's paying for that. But my point is, like, is Urban Meyer a worse guy than other people in the NFL? And I don't think
No.
so. I think he's equally, you know.
I don't think it has to do with that. I think the big thing that we touched on is that just what he represents as a whole. He's not living up to what he represents.
What does he represent?
He's a head coach of a professional franchise.
Yeah, no, okay, well, yeah, but like, what is that?
And he's
Are
a
there
good
moral
Christian.
obligations to that?
Well, there's a code of conduct that you sign off on when you sign that contract.
So
right?
yeah, so he can be fired for that if that's the case. You know, if he violates that. But I'm just thinking from a more philosophical standpoint rather than like a X's and O's or rather like a black and white standpoint. You know,
This field goal, holy moly, 35 yards. We've seen a lot of short field goals missed this year.
and this game is not as, you know, lighting him up as we had hoped for. But
Not at all.
here's a point that I had heard earlier today. There's a lot of people calling for Urban Meyer to be fired, right? There's a lot of people saying like, he shouldn't have a job. He's a douchebag. He's a scumbag. Those things may be true, but they're calling for him to be fired. But how many teams are lining up that would easily take Deshaun Watson on their team tomorrow?
Right. Yeah. Look,
When there are
I don't
26,
think that your point.
there are 26 people that have said that he has sexually assaulted, harassed, or abused them. And there are teams lining up to take Deshaun Watson. Why? There's no video. There's none of that. But Urban Meyer is consistently painted in a picture. What he is not in the club, basically. You are not part of this NFL club. You are a college guy, and we're going to push you out whenever we can. I think that a little bit of that is happening right now. I think journalists are jumping on the easy narrative of 0-4. First year in the league, just came out of college. We've seen plenty of college coaches fail in the NFL, and we're going to look to keep hammering on this. So while I don't agree with what he did, I think it was a bad look for him, and I think, you know, he probably is in the doghouse for a few days. It's not like he's sitting there making out with a chick, or like it's not like he's like coming on to somebody that doesn't want him to do that. He's not violating her space. The dude was piss drunk sitting there while his chick is grinding on him. He's not a good look, and I might be on an island for this take, and I'm comfortable being on an island for this take, but it's not that big of a deal to me. Yeah, he's a multi-million-dollar head coach in the NFL. He's gonna do stupid shit from time to time.
Here's the one thing I'll say. We don't have the full context of that video, right? We saw it. What?
It's an 8-second
It's an
clip.
8-second
Right.
clip, and we don't have the full context of that clip, right? I think if you're Urban, I think you've got to be a little bit more intelligent about the situation that you put yourself in.
100%.
And I think that's more so where I come from, and I think I'm a little disappointed in. But I also, God, whoever that was had just satellites for years. By the way, whoever was on there, I don't know if you saw that.
That's the red zone guy.
Yeah, just absolutely. He's getting DirecTV in Uganda, but
Gosh.
Oh my god,
that's a terrible comment.
it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, look, Corey, I understand your perspective of it, right? Is that there's people have done worse and are still getting attention, right?
Kareem
Kareem Hunt
Hunt-
still plays in the NFL.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt kicked a girl, and he's on
Yeah,
the team.
I mean,
Joe Mixon
the-
punched a girl. He's on my team. Like,
Right.
really?
Ray Lewis killed somebody. He's a Hall of Famer.
Well, he was present during the
I
murder.
think there's moral implications of what he did, but like I said, we don't have context. And obviously an 8-second clip doesn't paint the entire picture of what happened there, but it's enough. I don't think it's grounds for firing him. I
No.
think he did a piss poor job on handling it with his team and addressing it. And to your point of college coaches not having success in the NFL, Nick Saban's a clear-cut example of guys that can't cut it in the NFL and who are absolute gods in the college football realm. But Pete Carroll's on the other end of that, right? He's had success. He's won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I don't totally agree with that narrative that college coaches
Jimmy
can't have
Johnson.
success in the NFL because they can, and they have shown that they can.
A lot of
But
it comes down to situation. What situation are you put in?
And I think Urban Meyer is a guy that's obsessed with winning. He's competitive, and starting off 0-4, your quarterback who never lost a game coming into his competitive career, starting 0-4. I think that weighs a lot on you as a head coach, and you feel like you failed your quarterback, you failed your team starting 0-4. So I get the stress level. But I don't think that excuses his actions, and I think he just needs to be. I think at the stage where he's at, I think Urban Meyer is a much better coach in person in the way that he's been represented by this action that
Well, this is also not his first time in a negative spotlight.
It's not his first time.
This is not his
I was
first
gonna
time.
say, is he a better person than what? Like, are we? I'm not shocked. Like, are you shocked he's a scumbag? Like, I'm not so fucking surprised. He ran
Not at all.
He ran a prison at Florida. Like, I don't like. Tim Tebow was the preacher at the jail. Like, that's what that was. Like, let's look around. Riley Cooper, Aaron Hernandez, the Pouncey twins. We're not talking about Carlos Dunlap got a fucking DUI before he was even drafted. Like, we're not talking about exemplary moral character at the University of Florida during those national championships. So, I mean, Urban Meyer's he's a piece of shit. There's no question about that. I just the
Forgot Riley Cooper went to Florida.
yeah, big time racist Riley Cooper is, but
Huge racist.
yeah, but the only thing that I was trying to say is that this idea that Urban Meyer should lose his job over this is just way out of line.
I think that's too far, but he definitely needs to be reprimanded.
Yeah, he has. I mean, shit, man. He went on he basically went on that press conference like, yeah, I did all of that, and I
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed as hell. He
I
couldn't even look
guess
at
for
people.
me, as a human, I wish he would have taken a little more ownership off the rip than what he did. But that's besides the point. Titans, Jags, who you guys got?
Give me the Titans.
Titans cannot bet on the Jags.
Yeah, I think the Jags are going to be in absolute shambles this week, especially with all the press. I've got the Titans. Next game on the board should be probably the easiest pick of the week. Miami Dolphins on the road in Tampa.
Yeah, if I didn't already have them as my survivor pick, I would take the Bucks again, but I'm taking them here, and big time numbers on the Bucks.
Take advice from Sir Line to Game himself. Never bet on the Dolphins. Take Tampa
What's
Bay.
the line on that game? Just curious.
Yeah, let me give you a little perspective on that one, and we'll maybe some other games that we've already covered for this week, if they're interesting, at least we'll say. So NFL spreads. Let's see, any big ones? Oh, 10 points. Bucks minus 10 on that one.
Yeah, that's a big spread. I honestly thought it would be more.
Lions plus 9.5 against the Vikings in Minnesota. Patriots laying 8.5 against the Texans. We already talked about that game. Or did we? No, we didn't. Did we? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we talked about that one already. Sorry. All right, but yeah, those are some of the key big spreads that are out there right now.
All right. Before we get into the second half of these picks, you guys want to take a break?
Sure.
It's halftime. We can take a quick 5. I have to use the restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back here shortly, y'all.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we'll be back.
You're talking about Uganda? Let it go, Bobby. It's fine. There's no one in Uganda watching. You're good. Good. show.
Back, y'all.
We back.
We are back. Second half getting ready to kick off. Second half of our pick'em getting ready to kick off.
Yeah, good game so far. Not the score fest that we had anticipated.
Yeah, not the game that we were anticipating.
So
But,
hoped and desired for
yeah.
fantasy needs.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Stafford's
still.
got me a whopping 4 points in the first half, so that's what you want out of your
Yeah.
quarterback.
That's exactly what you're shooting for.
An 8-point game.
So just a quick baseball score update for you guys with playoff baseball starting. Divisional series starting today. Astros beat the White Sox 6-1,
Big win.
and the Rays are up on the Sox 3-0 going into the bottom of the fifth. Nelson Cruz with a home run, second oldest player in Major League Baseball history with a home run in the postseason.
Nice. Cool stat. I mean, White Sox, when they get hot, they're electric. But I thought I would have picked the Red Sox going into this one. Just based on that win against the Yankees, I thought for sure they were going to come out and continue to roll. They're a fun team to watch. But if I had to put money on a team right now to win it all, I'd probably go with the Giants.
Yeah, that's not a bad team to put your money on.
hard to bet against the 107 wins.
You guys,
Oh my gosh.
you guys able to pull your stream up on Facebook? I'm having a little trouble. It said we were reconnecting. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not able to see anything on the old Facebook machine right now.
I'm good. I'm on there.
You're on there? Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure we had.
Josh can see us. Thanks, Josh.
Yep, Line to Gain is live as well.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure we weren't having any issues. All right, next game on the board. This one kind of hits close to home. Green Bay Packers, Cincinnati Bengals. But I mean, obviously, I want you guys to lead off. Perspective from the Bengals fans. What we got going on this week?
So it does look like Jair Alexander is probably going to play this week. Reports earlier in the week were different, that they were basically trying to rest him in all efforts to avoid surgery. But it does look like he's gearing towards being able to play. I mean, at the beginning of the year, if you had asked me, I did. I went through every game and picked the records for the teams. I had this as a loss for the Bengals. Vegas still sees it that way as well. The spread is down to, I think, 2.5, though, if I'm not mistaken. So it is getting a little bit closer just based on the way that the Bengals have been playing so far this season. But it's going to be a big matchup. Both of these offenses are very, very equally matched. In almost every perspective. Yards per attempt when throwing the ball, touchdowns, interceptions, sacks allowed, completion percentage. It's crazy. The main difference is the Bengals throw more on first down than do the Packers. The Packers are more effective on second down than are the Bengals. So a couple of indicators there to keep an eye on going into this game. But I think it's going to be a close one. In my pick'em in my league, I'm taking the Bengals with a 1. But in this, I gotta go with my head here and think that the Packers edge out the Bengals in this one.
Yeah, I think that's very eloquently said. I think the biggest thing that creates concern for me this week is who's going to match up against Devontae Adams. The answer is nobody that the Bengals have that can go toe to toe with him. So you got to give me the Packers. I think Devontae Adams has a big week. I think you see Aaron Jones be quieter, but Tanyan and Devontae Adams will both have good games. And it's really good. I think Corey makes a good point. I think it's a close game, but it's going to come down to who's going to score and then who's going to give the ball back and score again, right? So I think the Packers get a couple possessions in a row and they score. That's going to be the deciding factor.
And that's the thing is, the Bengals have not been a first half team. They haven't proven to me that they can come out ready to play in the first, at least the first quarter, if not the first half. And if they start anything like they started on Thursday night against the Jaguars, they're going to be down 28
They're in
nothing.
trouble.
They're not going to be down 20, 14 to nothing going to have. They're going to be down 28 to nothing. If you get down 28 nothing to Aaron Rodgers, you're not coming back and winning that football game. I don't care
No.
how close you make it at the end. You're not going to win. So just based on that, based on the fact that they haven't shown me yet that they can really come out and light it up. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I don't get this pick right. Like, I'm going to be wearing my poncho. And if we win with the poncho on, it's never coming off. That's the rule. And but I gotta go with the Pack on this one. There's too many reasons for me not to. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really much left for me to say. You guys put it very well. I've got the Packers. Although I am hoping that Aaron Jones has a better day than he had the American times.
Randy Rosen ran in with a home run. Tampa Bay.
can I just get a little love for this punt right here? I mean, an absolute fucking lawn dart.
Yeah, that's
Seahawks
perfect.
put there. Pinned him in, but inside the 5. Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
Right. You can't draw it up any better than that.
Took the old 63-degree out and just lobbed it up there. Put it out there real nice.
Yeah, excellent special teams play right there. The next game hits close to my heart. The Broncos on the road in Heinz Field.
Line on this one is actually even.
It's a pick 'em.
I'm taking the Steelers, 100%. I think the Steelers rebound. You've got Drew Lock in there. I don't have a lot of confidence in him to come in on the road in Pittsburgh and play well. I think the Steelers defense is going to absolutely tear him apart. I think it's going to be more of a defensive game for the Steelers than it will be an offensive game. But I think the Steelers take care of the Broncos at home.
Yeah, look, the Broncos they were the worst 3-0 team in football. They're now the worst 3-1 team in football. That record doesn't reflect the talent that's on that field. My projection is Najee Harris comes out and has a really big game, and they get the ground game going immediately, and the Steelers don't have to go to the air as much. I'm actually I'm between Deontay Johnson and believe it or not, Brandon Cooks in one of my leagues, starting one of them because I don't know how much Ben's going to have to throw, and I don't know how much I trust Ben. So I'm still taking the Steelers, but I think it's a Najee Harris show.
Yeah, I got the Steelers in this one as well. The Broncos are who we thought they were. They're not a good football team. The Steelers aren't a great football team either, but at the end of the day, I trust the Steelers. I trust Mike Tomlin more than I do. Was it Fangio and Drew Lock? So.
Yep, absolutely. Next game on the board, the Chicago Bears on the road in Vegas. Did the Raiders rebound this week? What do you guys think?
So news out of Chicago is that Justin Fields has been named the starter going forward.
Correct.
No more Randy.
Yeah, no more.
Randy Dalton is forever an afterthought.
It's Andrew. He has a beard now. It's Andrew. But
it's a rogue beard. That's why we call him Randy.
And Justin Fields is good, and the Bears played a little bit better last week. So I mean, I think that they have a shot, but at the end of the day, I think that the Raiders are the better football team, and I'm going to go with Vegas on this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bobby Trees with another catch.
I've got the Raiders in this one. Todd, who do you have?
Yeah, give me
All three of the Raiders? Okay.
give me the Casino Raiders.
Sounds like a plan. Next game on the board, we've got an injured Baker Mayfield on the road in LA going against an extremely healthy Justin Herbert.
This is Justin Herbert's. This is Justin Herbert's biggest challenge.
Wonder who Bobby's
Thus far.
taking.
I've got the Chargers at home.
Yeah, I was kidding.
I think Justin Herbert. As much love as I have for the Browns and the defense and what they've been able to do this season, I don't think they're going to have a solution for Austin Eckler, and Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen and just that whole Chargers offense. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I think the Chargers have given me zero reason to bet against them this entire season, so I'm going LA.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy one. Next game should be an easy pick for us. Giants on the road in Dallas. I think it's fair to say we're all going with Cowboys. Cowboys have just been absolutely rolling.
Yeah, that's my survivor pick on the week. I'm throwing a 16 on the Cowboys and taking them. There's zero reason why I should bet on
Yeah, I mean, even week one when they lost to Tampa Bay, they still played excellent.
Yeah.
And they have done nothing but show us that they are a team to be contended with this season.
Absolutely.
Especially with the way that Dak Prescott has come out, after the injury, and Zeke Elliott started to get hot. Making Ohio State proud for those OSU fans here in the chat. But yeah, Cowboys have just been absolutely dominating.
Yeah, the non-top 15 receiver Amari Cooper also having a good year.
I'm gonna take shit for that all season.
All season.
I should. He's done a great job of proving me wrong. Amari Cooper's been a great asset for the Cowboys this year.
Oof! Wow,
Yeah.
this Bobby Tree is wide
That's
open.
what I'm saying. I was just getting ready to say, like, to interject here on this game that's happening right now. Like, Matt Stafford has looked like dog shit tonight.
He's not played well.
He
He has
hasn't.
not played well
Like,
tonight.
you could, like, Robert Woods could have had a fucking tea party in the middle of that field and not been touched.
Yep.
And you could have just literally underhand passed that ball to him, and it would
So
have been better than
they
that.
did show a graphic earlier where Stafford's got an injured finger on his throwing hand.
Oh, of course they did.
But he has one of his fingers wrapped up, so he might not be gripping the ball very well, which might have
Sure.
led to that overthrown ball.
Got to give a narrative. Got to give a narrative. I'm going to stand up for my city right now in Detroit and just say that I'm not listening to this broadcast right now because we're better, but I'm just going to say that, like, the narrative that Matthew Stafford had no amazing adjustment there. Is that Deshaun? Is that the fastest man alive? It is Deshaun Jackson, baby. Love to see him getting some fucking play. I love it.
Another guy that's had an entire career riddled with injuries and never been able to pick up the pace.
Except for his
What a
rookie
great
season.
adjustment on that ball as well.
Except for his rookie season, he won Rookie of the Year. But it is
Right.
But yes, yeah, absolutely. But
The fastest man alive doesn't burn that out of the end zone.
that he's like 100 years old and has like fake knees.
I know
and stuff.
he's been around. He was catching passes
Yeah,
when Mike Vick was throwing.
This is really
so.
his last chance for romance.
It really is. It really is. But just back to it real quick. I'll wrap it up. But the narrative that Matthew Stafford had contributed nothing, like he had no play in the fact that Detroit wasn't successful, is just asinine to me. Like he's the quarterback.
Matt Stafford was the only reason that team had success outside of Calvin Johnson.
Well, he was the best player on the team. Calvin Johnson is. I'm not including him in that. But like Matthew Stafford was your best player on the Lions for a long time outside of Calvin Johnson, right? And I'm not saying he's not good. He's like a middle of the road to upper middle quarterback like every year. But to say that he was he didn't play into the fact that they lost. He contributed to their losses as well, as much as their success. He also shuddered in big moments. And you're seeing it a little bit tonight. Everyone in the world is watching, and they hand it off in here, but everyone's watching this game right now, and Matthew Stafford, guess what? He's crumbling. He doesn't look that great tonight. So
Right.
the narrative that he is just a victim and had no contribution to their losses as well as their success is just, it's silly. It's just not true.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously he's not the best quarterback, in the league, but he's by far not the worst.
Right.
Nope.
No,
He's
top 10.
He can definitely help you win games. Yeah, he's top 10. He can definitely help you win games. He's a great talent. I think the big thing was he wasn't set up for success in Detroit. He's got a new look here in LA, and I think he's taking full advantage of it this season.
It had to be fair to defend Stafford for 10 seconds. This is the first time he's had targets in a long time. It's been a long time since he's had a good, consistent target.
And he missed the extra point.
Yeah, we got 2 missed chip
What
shots.
is going on today? Matt Gay just pushing it right.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, next game on the board. The new look Niners on the road in Arizona, the only undefeated team in the league.
I think they stay undefeated.
I would also second that.
Yeah, how do you bet
Kyler
against
Murray's
them?
just playing some excellent football.
I won't bet against them until after Halloween.
That's fair. I believe Arizona's leading receiver last week was AJ Green.
Adriel Jeremiah Green, love to see it. I'm gonna root for him.
Big week last week.
I have to root for him. He had no place in this Bengals offense. They're going young, with their wide receiver core, and that's fine. But I'm gonna root for him. I want him to be successful. He's done
Sure.
a great job, and
Yeah, I mean,
I
he-
want him to have come
Not
back
to take
player of
it,
the
he
year.
was a great Bengal.
Oh,
Excellent Bengal.
I mean, you can't have anything but love for AJ Green.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're a Cincinnati fan, you can't be mad that he's playing for another team. You can only support him and hope that he finds success.
Yeah,
He did a great job carrying the team for a long time on his back. He caught balls from the likes of Carson Palmer
no Carson.
and
No,
no,
nope, no
not
Carson
that really.
Palmer. Just Andy,
Andy
Dalton.
Dalton.
They were drafted in the
just
same year.
Andy. Okay, I
They-
thought he
yeah.
I thought he was there on the tail end.
No,
of Carson's career.
AJ was
Okay.
the 7th overall pick or 6th overall pick. He was picked
the
two-
year that he left.
No, he was drafted, and
Dalton,
then Dalton
and AJ
was
Green got
round
picked in
2.
the same year.
Same year, yeah, they were drafted in the
Okay.
same year.
Alright.
AJ was first. Dalton was second.
Yeah,
Alright, that goes
Dalton
to show
was
you
the
that I'm
second
not a
one picked.
Bengals fan, chat. So I'm not lying about my love. That's
They went Bulldog, Horn Frog, brought them together, played West Coast offense for a while. This was
Alright,
very mediocre.
fair enough. Fair enough. Next game on the board, we've got the Josh Allen-led Buffalo Bills on the road in Kansas City.
Great game, AFC Championship matchup.
Yeah, this game could go either way. The Chiefs have not been playing good football. They won last week, but I'm not convinced that they're put together yet.
Yeah, Buffalo's defense is better.
Buffalo has a
Yeah.
great team.
I mean, regular season, this is a no-brainer to me. If this is the playoffs, I'm thinking a lot more about it. But just based on the way these two teams have been playing to start the season, you get the fuck out of the way of the Bills because they're going to run you over.
Yeah. I see Josh Allen have another 300-plus yard week. And kudos
Did you
to
just kick that out
Singletary
of
and Zach
bounds?
Moss in the backfield. Really giving Josh Allen the opportunity to air it out more.
Did this kickoff just go out of bounds?
Yes.
Oh my
It sure
God.
did.
Oh my
He missed a
God.
field goal and then kicked it out of bounds.
You
can't.
Does
Better-
he have kicker yips?
better not come down to a field goal
Ooh.
for his sake.
All right, Bills Chiefs. Who you guys got?
I got the Bills.
Give me the Bills.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs at home.
Ooh.
Not a bad pick, though. I mean, this is a game that I hope, for being the Sunday night game, that it's just nothing but touchdowns. And every fantasy owner that has players on Sunday night is just screaming, top of their lungs.
I think this is Travis Kelce's bounce back week. I think he gets
I
it.
sure should.
I think he gets it going against the Bills. I don't see the lack of success for the Chiefs lasting through week 5. I just don't see it. They are way too talented. Not to take anything away from the Bills. The Bills are a great talent on both sides of the ball. It's going to be a close game. It's either going to be a shootout or it's going to be 10-7. It could go either way.
There's no way they hold the Bills to 10 points. I'd take the, I think this is going to be similar to the the Rams Chiefs game. I think it was in Mexico City. Was it the one that they scored 70 points? No, it was almost 100. It was over 100 points.
Russell Wilson taking a shot. Tyler Lockett wide open, just overthrew him.
And
He
I'll
was
tell you
walking
what.
in the end zone.
I'll tell you
Always got a
what.
stinger.
Russell Wilson has overthrown a couple of times. He's made a couple of
Russell Wilson just dislocated his finger.
It's
It is
bad.
bent the other way.
He ain't leaving.
No, he's still gonna go in there and throw the ball. But yeah, he just dislocated his middle finger, the top portion, on that throw.
3rd and 14, they hand the ball off. Yeah, his fingers. They're gonna get a morphine or kind of a numbing agent in there.
Yeah, that thing
quick.
is fucked. They
Yeah.
just dislocated that on site.
Yeah.
Or relocated.
Relocated it. They put it back where it was supposed to be.
All right, Monday night game. Indianapolis Colts on the road in Baltimore. I don't think this one's close.
Yeah,
I think it'll be. I think it'll be a good game. It's not going to be a. We're not going to be on the edge of our seat watching it, but I don't think it's a total blowout. I still take the Ravens, but for what it's worth. But
Yeah, I know we've all got the Ravens in this one. I think the Ravens win by at least 10.
wow. What's the spread on that? Should I take it based on Bobby's perspective here?
yeah, Bobby,
That's
bold
7.
with plus 10.
Ravens -7 is
Oh,
currently.
that thing is all the way out.
Yeah, I told you that thing is fucked.
Um,
Oh,
so
7.
so yeah, -7 on that one. I mean, yeah, I got to go with the Ravens on this one as well. I don't know that it's going to be by 10. That's a lot, but yeah, I'm going Baltimore here. Better quarterback play. I just
Ugh! Look at this! Look at his middle finger.
yeah,
Yeah. Ah!
not great, Bob.
Fox holding nothing back, showing it for a good slow mo 10 seconds.
Love it.
Oh, I'm just looking at my finger right now, just imagining it turning in that direction, and I'm just not happy about it. All right, well, picks are in for week 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 splits this week,
How does that compare to previous? Just
and
curious.
I am on the other end of 3 of those 4. Let's compare. 1, 2. We had 2 splits last week. 2, 3, 4. We had 4 splits in week 3, so we're tied. 1, 2, 3. 3 in week 2.
That's a massive cat.
So it's a large.
That cat lets you touch his belly?
Has a large feline.
Yeah, dude, he's
Holy
basically
moly.
a dog.
Good lord.
Yeah. Dude, I swear to God, I ordered pizza one night.
We had 6 splits in week 1.
Wow. And I think we were all tied or something, like we were right there with each other after
Yeah.
the 6 split.
Yeah, we were all So 4 splits, second tied for the second most splits. But I think we are on the. I think that's the most splits we've had in one direction. Me being 3 and you guys being 1 on that.
Todd, you talked Sanchez is a massive cat. We believe he might have some Maine Coon in him. And one night we ordered pizza, and step up to the door to order the pizza, and delivery guy comes up, and then Sanchez comes out from around the corner, and the pizza guy just goes, "Oh, whoa!" Kind of got like it was a Rottweiler or something that came to the front door. It's like, that is a big cat. Yeah,
You got a tiger in there, sir.
you got to learn to drive with the fear. I know there's a cougar in the car. I put it in there.
So the question is his finger broken or dislocated?
Yeah, he ain't going anywhere.
Nah, he'll be back. He'll be back for the next drive. They're gonna go give him a cortisone shot. And he'll be back in there good as new.
100%. It's like
If
Brett
Russell
Favre.
Wilson is anything, that man is a competitor.
Oh yeah, he'll be back in there. He'd running lot that
dangerous.
shit and say cut it off. I'm here to throw footballs and shoot bubble guns.
And I'm all out of bubble gun.
Yeah, I'm looking for something from this Rams offense, man. I just haven't seen it yet tonight.
Man, it's been a defensive game. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting this to be a really heavy offense game. Especially with Cooper Kupp and Bobby Trees and on the other side of that ball, Metcalf and Lockett. I expected the passing game to be strong on both sides, and we really haven't seen it.
Well, I say that, and then Stafford here in this play, just great audible check, great pickup in the backfield here on the block, and then an absolute fucking dart to Robert Woods. Just an absolute dart.
God, I love it.
Robert Woods is having the game of his life tonight.
It's good for me.
It is.
So Corey, I'll share one of my fantasy league
Again with Robert Woods. He can't stop. Can't stop. Now get in the end zone, please. Go ahead. Let me hear this fantasy thing that you had mentioned.
So, week 1, Josh Allen had a bad week. I lost by 2 points.
You didn't trade him.
Well, no, I would never trade Josh Allen.
Okay.
But I lost by 2 points, right?
Okay.
Week 2,
Robert Woods,
Oh,
12
big cut.
targets, 10 catches, 123 yards. What a game that guy is having right now. Unbelievable.
What a run here. I mean, an absolute awesome cut in the backfield. And then digs it out. Oop, see ya. Again, see ya. I mean, Jesus.
So week 2, I put Callaway in on my flex spot. 2 receptions, 8 yards.
Yikes.
James White's on the bench with 2 receiving touchdowns.
Oh, man.
Lose by 4.
Oh, man.
Week 3, I play Cortland Sutton and Sterling Shepard over Callaway and James Conner.
There he is.
Lose by 6.
All right, well, who to go on a different tangent here, for the guys that you have on your fantasy teams, who is your absolute must start them this week?
Can I say Robert Woods?
Excluding the Thursday night game, since we're already into it.
Can I still say Robert Woods?
I'm going Dalton Schultz. Ride the hot train. They're going up against the Giants this week. You saw that it worked last week. Why don't try and fix something that isn't broken. I'm going Dalton Schultz. You got to start him again.
He's also in one of my lineups for sure. I actually have 2. With the news of Calvin Ridley, I think Cordell Patterson is a must start. I think Cordell Patterson is going to have an absolute monster game across the pond. And then my other must start is Deebo Samuel. That guy has been absolute electric. He obviously caught a very, very big touchdown last week when Trey Lance came into the game. I think that consistency and that chemistry is going to carry over into this week. I think if you have Deebo Samuel on your team, you have to start him.
I like it.
And also DJ Moore, that's just a given. That dude's just having a great season.
I've had Russell Wilson on one of my fantasy teams for the last, I don't know, I'd say 3 or 4 years. This might be the last year, man. He's not doing it for me at all.
I was on the Russell Wilson train for a long time. You know that I drafted him probably 4 or 5 years in a row. He got a lot of production for me. The last couple of years, I've kind of gotten away from the Russell Wilson train.
Yeah.
Last year, he had a great year. But this year, man, it's been a tough go about it for Russell so far.
Yeah. So my pick this week, little off the cuff here, but it's actually Laviska Shenault Jr. facing one of the most horrendous secondaries in the football in the Titans. If Jacksonville gets down early, Shenault gets a ton of garbage points.
Yeah, I mean, he looked great against the Bengals, especially with Shark's out this week, too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he broke his ankle.
Yep.
So,
He
is their option.
He is a great sized target.
Yeah.
He's got great hands. He runs great routes.
He's a huge huge mismatch in the slot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's too
absolutely.
big. He's too big for a slot corner. He's too fast for a linebacker.
I'm in one keeper league, and Shenault is on my keeper team.
Nice.
I drafted him last year, and I feel Now it looks better because he's going to score more points. But I've been on the fence on him for a year and a half now.
No, I think you're right. I think Chanel comes out and has a great game. The cards are stacked up correctly for him this week. For him to go out there and do just that, especially with DJ Chark out, number one target down there in Jack. So obviously a heartbreaker of a loss for them. Cincinnati last Thursday. You guys were obviously on the receiving end of that benefit.
Yes,
But
that's fucking awesome.
Poncho vibes are real. For those of you that weren't here last week, they are legitimate. And God, this is so gross. Don't show it to me again.
I'll be wearing my poncho again this Sunday. It's a real test. This is a real test on the poncho. From start to finish, I will be in the poncho.
I like it.
Frame of reference,
You know
I
what?
wore it for the Steelers game.
Big shout out to Russell Wilson just being an absolute competitor and just getting back out there.
I want to see him throw it. Let me see him throw it.
I want to see him let one loose here.
Anybody can go out there and hand the ball off with a dislocated finger. I want to see you sling that shit, Russ.
I mean, not a bad running play. They got a couple yards, first down. I think here you play action and you take a shot. I think that's the play. You've got
Geno Smith is his back.
Wow, Geno still in the league.
Yikes.
Didn't know it. Didn't know
Geno
until now.
running his mouth, Smith. I don't know if you guys remember that story when he was at the Jets. He was talking some shit in the locker room. One of his teammates just punched him right in the fucking teeth, and he broke his jaw, and he was out for the rest of the year. I don't know if you guys remember
that's
that.
right.
Yeah, oh yeah. He had to have that shit Kanye'd. Fully wired shut.
Well, when you're a Mountaineer,
That's what I was going to say.
do.
Where did he go to college? You got it.
He's a Mountaineer.
Russ took
Oh.
a nice shot out there to the left through a dart. Let's see if he can. This is obviously play action.
I'm telling you guys, this Rams defense is starting to step it up tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nope. Yep. They got him.
Aaron Donald, I mean, always seemingly around the quarterback at all times.
I'm starting to regret my choice.
Oh! I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
They run a fake here.
Nope. Oh, block punt.
Is this legal?
Ooh.
Is that legal?
Yes.
That's
No.
legal?
Wait.
Can he do that?
Well, you can kick a punt after a fumbled snap.
Yeah, but the ball was touched. He kicked it twice.
He did.
We need the Chris Welsh of football rules right now.
I want the volume on for this.
For what it's worth, that was a hell of a punt. You cannot kick it again.
So where do they get the ball? I mean, are the Rams in the red zone again? Like, is that from where the ball was kicked?
yards on kick number 2.
68
Oh,
yards.
what a just rocket.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Well, it's nope.
It's a penalty now on the kicky line of scrimmage. You can choose if you're whether you want to add on that.
He wasn't behind the line of scrimmage even when he kicked it there.
The dead ball spot. Back 10 yards and then force another kick. That's an easy decision, right? The second kick was so good. Now it's sitting at the 11-yard line of the Rams.
Wow.
So it was not an illegal kick. It was not an illegal kick for the fact that he kicked it twice. It was an illegal kick because he kicked it beyond the line of scrimmage.
Ah, interesting.
That is what the referee just explained. So that's really interesting. So
I've
he
never
could
seen
have
that.
kicked that ball twice.
I've never seen that.
He could have kicked it twice. The only reason it wasn't allowed is because he was beyond the line of scrimmage.
So why is he cheering it up and laughing right now? That's what I don't understand.
I guess he's going to kick it again.
No,
But-
he's on the sideline.
Well, I guess it depends on where the Rams get the ball.
So the penalty on the Rams? Rams are getting the ball at the 11-yard line, for just so you guys know.
Wow. What a play.
That's amazing.
That punter, if they win the game, he gets the game ball. This is the turning point if the Seahawks win this game.
That was crazy.
100%.
Their defense needs to stand up. The Rams' offense has started cooking, particularly Robert Woods in that running game. You know, they've
Yeah, he's at
started,
13 catches now, right?
yeah, they've been getting it going.
I'll tell you what, though, that's the best play by a punter I've ever seen.
As Pat McAfee is just losing his shit right now.
Somewhere right now, Pat
What?
McAfee is just sprinting up and down around his house.
All right, guys, you have to watch this. This is just stupid. Like, Jesus guided this ball into Cooper Kupp's hands. Like, just.
Oof.
As I say that, Pat McAfee is hosting a space on Twitter right now. Maybe the most athletic punt of all time.
Pat McAfee is incredible.
What I mean,
Yeah.
This Dickerson cat is an absolute god. Yeah, I
Matt
mean,
Stafford, after throwing that pass,
yeah, big time, right? I mean, had no business making that throw. It was not a good throw. And I'm telling
No,
you,
it
man,
was-
the run, this intermediate passing game, this run game for the Rams, it's starting to really cook up, and Seattle needs an answer. They need a turnover. They need to make a big play, a big sack. They need something to shift it, because when the Rams start cooking, it's going to be some good food coming out of that kitchen. I hate that play call. You'll see it coming up here on 2nd and 2. It's just, Todd, you and I have talked about it before. On 2nd and 2, what are you running? If you get to pick, what are you running?
You're on a little play action.
Yeah, you're running play action. You're throwing the football at the from at the very least, right? That's what's happening.
not a smart call. Puts him actually, third and 4, third and 5?
You got
Third and
third.
3.
You got 3rd and 3 coming up here.
But still, I mean, it's a terrible play call.
I don't like it at all. I hate that play call. On 2nd and 2, what do you have? You're gonna just get 3rd and 2. Just don't throw an interception.
I mean, I think 2nd and 2, you run play action, roll out. Stafford's got the wheels to do that. If you don't get anywhere with it, you don't get anywhere with it. But he's got the ability to, at least push the chains.
Yeah, or just throw it out of bounds, right?
Right, exactly.
He has plenty of weapons if somebody's going to be open.
Has our good friend Mr. Carlos Dunlap registered on the stat sheet yet?
I have not seen or heard his name called.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Carlos Dunlap, 3 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, no tackles for loss, no sacks. So, decent game for a rotational player. Have you guys ever? Are you getting the same commercial as me right now?
Is it a Peloton commercial?
No.
Or the Tempo?
You'll see it coming next then, maybe.
Navage.
The Navage. Have you seen this shit? You literally just shoot water up and out your nose. clearing your sinuses. Would you ever do that?
No.
Freaks me
I'll
out.
try it.
It freaks me out, man.
I'll try anything twice.
Did you guys ever use the did you guys ever use the suction thing when your girls were babies, the Frida?
100%. Wait, with the straw?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not. 0% chance
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Mary uses it.
Nope.
It freaks me out.
Yeah, no way. I know there's no like physical possibility that it enters my mouth, but there's no way in hell I'm doing that.
That was the only question I've ever asked her. It's like, what happens if it gets through? Like it messes up and it goes right up your mouth. What do you do? She throw it up. She said she would throw it up.
Yeah, so if you don't know what we're talking about, basically like babies
I don't.
babies can't blow their nose. They don't know how to clear their their nasal cavities. So they have like typically it's like a little suction thing, almost like a baster. You can suck out their noses, and then like they also have this one where you can just stick it, which I don't know why the fuck they invented it in the first place. You can just stick it in their nose and just like it's a straw, but nothing comes into your mouth other than air, and you
Yep.
literally just suck it out of their nose with your like mouth.
Ooh, it's disgusting.
What sick fucking bastard made that? I have an idea.
Suck boogers out of baby's nose.
There's got to be a scientific reason, or they're just like, hey guys, stupid fucking hipster parents. I'm just kidding about the Todd. I'm just like, we can sell this to the green people, and then now it's catching mainstream and everyone's doing it. We're ruined.
We tried the little baster thing, but it never worked on Declan.
Well, you got to go with, and that's the one thing. The best advice I ever got before I was a parent was don't listen to anyone's advice. Just do what works.
Yes.
It was like literally the guy that did the photography at our baptism was just like, hey man, let me tell you something. Don't listen to anyone's advice. Just do what works. Best advice I ever got. See ya. And then he just walks away. I was like, you're like Sam Elliott in The Big Lebowski right now, just dropping wisdom and rolling out real quick. Like, what's happening right now?
All he needed was, a white Russian in his hand, and they would have been perfect.
Right. Some sarsaparilla.
No, Stafford throwing one on a dime was not caught, but man, that
Oh,
unbelievable.
I mean, I mean, you guys, we are just getting some special teams dimes tonight. Absolute gems from special teams.
I mean, Hecker is in my opinion, he's the best punter in the NFL.
Gotta
I don't
love
think
it.
there's anybody better than him out there.
Gotta love it.
It's
Dude.
Shane Leckler-esque.
Special teams tonight has just been on point.
It really has.
Look at him pumping up the crowd.
I know, right? It's
How often do you see that from a punter?
you don't,
Like,
guys. I got some word for you here. Geno Smith is in at quarterback. This is
I
not
see it.
good.
oh, my pick's
Looks like
going.
Corey and I are on the
My,
winning
my
side of
pick's
this
going
one.
for the week.
So that means you are tied, Bob. Todd's at a 1-game lead. Again.
Victory feels good.
It's still the fourth quarter with 14 to go. Geno Smith, I mean, he's been learning under Russ, so.
Who knows? Geno Smith can come out and blow our minds.
His stat line hurts me.
You hear my voice crack when I said that?
Yikes. Geno. That's really bad for my fantasy team.
Career 57.8% completion percentage, 29 touchdowns, 36
I
points.
don't think we've seen the last of Russ in this game.
I should have started Geno. Or, I mean, Trey Lance. Started Russ over Trey Lance.
I don't think that's a bad call, though.
No, hindsight is 2020 though, right?
Pass interference here.
We got something going on. Do you guys like Jalen Ramsey? Not is he a good football player. Do you like him?
As a person,
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay. Just making sure I'm not alone there.
No, I think Jalen Ramsey is a cocky piece of shit.
You kind of have to be at when being. Oh my God, there he is.
Now I'm just anticipating what's going to happen.
Rob dropped in the chat and said, unless you ask LeBron, then hindsight's 40-40.
Wait, did LeBron actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh wow, because he has better vision. He's just better than everyone. LeBron is.
Rob, thanks for swinging in and liking the video, and also commenting. Yeah, they did. So I don't have any literature on the punt that Seattle did earlier. If anybody has any knowledge on that, please type it in the chat. Seattle punter did kick it twice.
Do you like that dart there from Gino, Todd?
Did you hear my guttural reaction to that?
Ooh.
I said, oof.
Ooh, I'm aroused.
Is that to Disley too?
Yeah,
It was
where's-
actually a
where's
great
this
ball.
one?
You have to be behind the line of scrimmage to make a second punt. He was 1 yard past. Yeah, so I guess that was my curiosity as well, is that so they didn't penalize Seattle at all for that.
They missed that he was beyond the line of scrimmage.
Wouldn't that be
Okay.
reviewable though?
I would think that it would be. But McVay didn't throw the flag.
He didn't. He had
Put
it
it back in
out.
his
He
pocket.
had it out in his hand a little bit, you know. Geno Smith with the game on
Is
his
Geno Smith
shoulders.
the new face in Seattle?
Oh my God. I tell you what though, man. Look, Russell Wilson is in Pete Carroll's fucking ear right now. He's like, I'm good, man. I am good. Put me in the game. But why would you change? Like, they're moving right now. I'm just saying. Geno's moving this team down
He's
the
taking
field.
him down the field, man. He's got him halfway there. Yeah, a nice scramble there for about 6.
There you go. Nice little dink and dunk. Eh. We're watching a master at work. Gino.
Oh, forward. 3rd and 1.
He's got. What is Russ doing? He's squeezing a tennis ball? Russ wants to
Man,
get back.
this is wild.
I know, he wants to end this game so bad.
I mean, in all fairness, this is 100% his team.
Oh, I mean, yeah, without question. There's no one else that even comes close to Russell Wilson on the Seahawks in terms of prestige.
First down.
Moving the ball. The Geno Smith led offense.
They've got more first downs on this drive than they have the whole second half.
Well, they've accumulated more yards this drive than they had the whole second half. Was
God,
Geno Smith the answer?
Who would have ever thought that this would be occurring on Thursday Night Football?
I mean, at the end of the day, the offensive, system is pretty simple now. Hand it off 2 times, dink and dunk for the first down. You know what I mean? It's he's made at the beginning of the drive. He was making some big plays, but they've kind of settled it down now to an intermediate passing game and easy runs and big cushion on DK Metcalf right there. Oh, he had him. He had him wide open. Oh, boys, look at DK Metcalf top of your screen, wide open.
They highlighted it too.
Yeah, watch him.
Oh, he is wide open. Oh. Look at Disley too.
Didn't
Right?
matter.
What
It
a
didn't
distance.
matter.
Hey.
He checked down and made the right
He
throw.
did. Backup quarterbacks and rookie quarterbacks. Who's their best friend? Tight end.
Tight end. They're always open.
Going empty here. 5 wide with Geno on a 1st and 10.
Please don't say anything. I tell you, this is probably a touchdown by that reaction.
I didn't say anything, Robert.
What a dime! I called it.
Geno
Wow.
Smith.
Geno Smith leading them 98 yards.
Why would you put Russell in?
Why would you bring him back in the game? Honestly,
It's not worth it. If it gets hit again and breaks or like ligament damage or something like that.
no. Geno Smith did a very nice job. He deserves a second drive.
He does. He just earned another drive for sure.
Wow. If somebody would have told me that Geno Smith would have led a 98-yard touchdown drive this week, I would have laughed in their face.
Rob, it's delayed because we're streaming it and it's not a direct cable direct cable.
Yeah, so I have it on a streaming application. Corey's watching it on cable, and then there's also like a 15-second delay from what you guys are seeing real time.
So I guess, Rob, if you're watching, and I'll comment on the game, and you can tell me if I'm up to date, if I'm live on it, then I can kind of walk through the game with you. Kind of. You know what's interesting, guys, is we started this stream. I think on the first Thursday night game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And what happened that next Monday? Oh, I'll tell you what happened next Monday. Two privileged boys named Peyton and Eli decided to rip our shit. They started to do their live stream during Monday Night Football, and because they have a platform like ESPN, and because they both won 2 Super Bowls, and they'll both be in the Hall of Fame, and all this stuff, they get the credit for it. But I'll just tell you, Line to Gain, a Rally Towel Sports podcast, has been doing this since week 1, Thursday night, first game of the year. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. You saw it here first. Peyton and Eli saw it here first.
It's true.
The
If
fucking...
Peyton Manning and Eli Manning dropped in on this podcast, I would cream my shorts. Just saying. Like, how awesome would that be?
That would
I would
feel pretty great.
I would really like to go just drink beer and talk football with those guys. I feel like it would just be awesome.
I would just want to be a fly on the wall.
That's true.
Oh, yeah,
I
that'd
wouldn't
be
say
involved.
much. I'd just be like this.
It's more like this. You just yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh my god. But no, in all reality, what did you guys think of that? Peyton and Eli doing that. What did you guys think of that?
I think it's awesome.
Loved Eli flipping the double birds. Magical.
I don't even watch the regular broadcast anymore.
No.
Well,
It's great.
last week we had to, just because that's all they had. They're not back till week 7 or 8, I believe. So
Yeah.
a tweet here from me and Rappaport. Seahawks star QB Geno Smith had 9 passes from 2018 till tonight. 9 passes in more than 3 years. So well rested for tonight's heroics. That's what
What
we're
a legend.
Stafford and the Rams come out to answer right now. I'm gonna go grab a fresh bush.
This game is not over yet, boys.
It's true.
It is a 2-point game with some terrible field goal kicking going on.
It's true. Matt Gay missing a chip shot.
Bruce, we are not talking about Michael J. Fox. Let's shake my glass.
I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, and I hear that. For those of you that are here from the gaming stream, that did see my post today. My new PC is coming tomorrow.
Nice.
Super excited for that to get here. We'll be taking the day off tomorrow to get all of that configured, and then we will be coming live to you on Saturday.
Stafford with a
Cannot wait.
nice ball to Bobby Trees, aka Robert Woods, again. Is he gonna get 20 catches tonight? He might. So Rob, tell me if that was in line with what you're watching over there. I want to know if I'm
God.
coming at the same pace as
And
you.
all of his catches have been. I mean, I want to know what his yards per catch are right
I
now.
mean, they're all 10 plus, right? Like on average, they have to be. Stafford going deep, wide open. Cooper Cup. The Rams are down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a big ball then.
He underthrew it. It was a bad throw.
Rob said, "Yeah, you're online with him."
It's a bad throw. That's a bad throw. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a bad throw.
Like
It was underthrown by a lot.
I'm not trying to bash Matt Stafford tonight. I'm just
Cooper
calling
Cup
it how
made
I
a great
see it.
adjustment.
Bruce said I was ready for bed.
Not anymore, Bruce.
If that ball was led, he walks in the end zone.
Rams in the red
To be
zone.
fair, Bruce is right though. This is way past my tuck-in time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock.
It's Friday. It's not a real work day tomorrow, guys. Come on.
Beg to differ. The run is just stymied. First down. Why would you go to the run when you've been passing it so well?
I don't understand that either. I mean, you do have to continue to commit to the run though. You have to, you can't let the defense just know what you're going to do every single time. You have to keep running the ball.
Bruce said he knew because they didn't laugh at his joke.
Stafford back to throw again. Over the middle. It's caught. It's Cooper Cup again. And the Rams are down to the 2. If I get another touchdown stolen from Matt Stafford on tonight, I'm just going to be livid. I need a Robert Woods, like one of those little, passes.
Yeah,
You
just a
know-
little shovel pass.
And they fucking hand it off. And he just walks in. Sony. Sony Michelle.
I don't think the Seahawks have enough to get back.
No,
They have to come down and score quickly.
they're down 2 scores if this extra point goes in, which isn't a gimme based on the performances tonight. Looks like Russ is strapping it up though.
Gino's got his helmet on.
Oh, is it Gino? Well, I mean, we'll see. What? So, say Russ was good. Who you putting in?
I mean, if Russ is healthy, you're putting Russ in, right? But in tonight's circumstance, with the way that last drive just occurred, I'm giving Gino another shot.
I think that's fair. It's hard to tell him no, though. You know what I'm saying? If the doctors are
Right.
saying you're good to go.
You can't. If the doctors are saying, "Hey, you can play," then Russ goes back in the game, no questions.
Yeah.
But man, I think Gino deserves another shot to bring the team down the field.
Chad over here is screaming, "Bring Russell Wilson back in."
Che, you got him on your fantasy team, don't you? I do.
That's Josh.
Chat. I said Chat.
Oh, Chad. I thought you
Chad.
said Chad. I'm
I don't
like,
know
who the
any
fuck
Chad.
is Chad?
Who the hell's Chad?
No, I think Gino showed on that last drive that he deserves to come back in for this one. I mean, he's obviously not going to be the starter next week, but Russ had that dislocated finger. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. That's a tough position.
I mean, what do I do at quarterback now is a real big thing. Trey Lance is my quarterback now. If Russell is out for extended period of time.
Here's a real hard pressing question: Taco Bell breakfast, yes or no?
Ooh.
No.
I've never had it.
No.
Never
I've
had
never-
the breakfast crunch wrap?
I met my wife at Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. We had Taco Bell at our after party. Shit, I had Taco Bell last Sunday. Never had their breakfast.
Dude, you get a breakfast crunch wrap,
The
some
cr-
of those little Cinnaballs.
we can all agree that Crunchwrap Supreme is the most superior item on their menu, right? Are we on?
I'm more of a cheesy gordita crunch man.
I'm
Not
a
a
chicken
bad-
quesadilla
That's my
kind
number
of guy.
2. You're a quesadilla guy at Taco Bell. You go to Taco Bell, you get a quesadilla, Bobby.
I do.
That's what my daughters order. They're
That's it. That's
They're-
it. You,
they're-
you just
they're-
found his line in the sand.
They're
they're
very intelligent human beings.
they're 3.
You created some genuine members of society, sir. I congratulate you.
That is a pumpkin spice ordering UGG boots and yoga pants. Basic.
What you
order.
got shit against pumpkin spice? I'm just kidding. I don't like it. But
Is a basic white girl Vera Bradley bag order, right? If you've ever heard one.
yeah, I also get Doritos Locos Tacos on that order.
Whoa,
as
whoa,
well,
whoa,
so.
whoa! That is a great order. That is a great order. Doritos Locos Tacos, can't beat them. Now, do you go with the Cool Ranch or the cheesy nacho? The nacho cheese.
We are not blessed with the Cool Ranch
There's
down
no
here.
Cool Ranch down here.
Oh, me oh my! Do they not exist anymore?
Because I would definitely go Cool Ranch over
You know what?
cheesy nacho.
You know what needs to exist are those grillers. Where the fuck are the grillers, guys? You
They took
remember?
them away.
Yeah.
When they did the menu deduction, they took away the grillers.
It's like Taco Bell's just like, oh, what's the best thing on the menu? Not. Psych.
It's just like you got to order the quesarito only online. It's a tragedy.
Don't get me wrong. The quesadillas and tacos aren't the only thing I get from there, but I get from it's my go-to. The chicken quesadillas, lots of fire sauce, Doritos Locos Tacos.
So have you had the chicken sandwich taco?
No.
Pretty good. Pretty good for $1.50. Shit. You get 3 of those, you're doing all right, man. Or get
I have halted my my Taco Bell excursions based off of my current job and the fact that I now know where the meat comes from and how it's produced.
Yeah,
yeah.
you never want to know that.
So
Yeah.
that's the only downfall to my current job. Is that we're in a lot of food facilities.
Well,
I can't speak on Geno Smith throwing dimes.
we'll pause that there because I can't not have it in my life. I think.
Yeah, I'm not going to ruin it for you.
It's been a staple since I was about 16.
Yep, not going to ruin it. It still hasn't ruined it for me, but it just makes it a little bit more gross when I eat it.
I've never felt a lot of pride after finishing it. That's not like a thing I get done eating. I'm like, yeah, that was it. Feel
I'm
good
ready
about
to
that.
be productive today.
No. I eat Taco Bell for 2 reasons. I'm either so hungry that all I can think about is getting like one of those 10-pack of tacos and a cheesy gordita crunch,
Exactly.
or I'm testing my food capacity to see how much I can eat just in one sitting.
There's a third option.
I'm
I-
hammered and
was-
I need food and it's late and it's the only option.
So that, or you've been irresponsible in that you consumed copious amounts of alcohol the night previous, and you have 0 willpower to actually cook a meal.
So there's really 4.
Yeah.
So
We'll call
that's-
it 1. Those are all the same reason. You're a piece of shit. That's the reason.
Fortunately for us, there's still Skyline around here, so I can take care of business and go to Skyline.
God damn it. I envy you. I envy you.
Maybe that's where we have our extravagant dinner.
You know what we should do is bring a tablecloth and candles, and just dress it up a little bit.
I'm 100% down on that. I love Skyline.
I do too.
I'm fairly certain the manager at the one that's closest to us knows who I am now.
Well, so we can do the tablecloth and candle. And if, for those of you that don't understand what the hell we're talking about, the bet is that whoever comes in last place for our pick'em owes the group a dinner. And I'm of the opinion now that we need to get suited and booted, take tablecloths and candles. Probably have to go with like electric candles. You don't need to be lighting real candles in Skyline. And dress up a nice table. We'll wear the bibs, of course, to protect our suits. And have an evening out at a local Skyline there in the greater Columbus area.
Yeah, that sounds like the perfect date. Honestly,
Yeah,
And my wife
you haven't
won't be
said
jealous.
anything to me in the last 2 minutes that I felt uncomfortable with.
Good. There we go. All right. I think we've found it.
I think we could see Todd set a county record on that evening.
It's fair.
Well, he's buying, so
He will be buying.
Absolutely not.
3rd and 10 for Gino, and he converts.
The most I have consumed at a Skyline restaurant was 2 conies, a 3-way, and then somebody bet me I couldn't eat a large 3-way after consuming all of that. And then I ate another large 3-way.
I feel ill after a large 3-way and 2 conies and about 6 Mountain Dews. I'm just like,
Just slugging dudes while you're eating it. I think that you have to, right?
Yeah,
You
it's
got
a
to drink
rule.
Mountain Dew while you're eating Skyline.
It's in the books.
I drink water. Sorry,
Well,
no, I don't drink a lot of
good
soda.
for you. Like, okay, brag much.
Well, yeah, he's
I'm the fattest one here. Let's not even go there.
we could make this a 10 county trip for me.
The fact
I could be prepared for that.
the fact that Geno Smith got that ball out as hard as he did with another person's hand hitting the football is a miracle. You can't doubt his arm strength is still there. So I mean, let's look ahead. They're alluding to it here on the big screen here. College football coming up this weekend. Let's take a look at some top 25 action going on this week. Obviously, the biggest game is going to be number 4 Penn State.
Chili
at
cheese wieners.
Iowa. Did you just say chili cheese wieners?
You're gosh darn right, Rob.
Rob
So-
called him chili cheese. Where's he from?
Texas, I think. Don't hold me to it, Rob. I think Rob's from Texas, so he doesn't know what Skyline is. But he says he believes that it's delicious, and he knows how much that I love my chili dogs. And
You
he's
just have to ask
absolutely right.
yourself one question, Rob. Are you feeling good and hungry? Because if you are, what time is it, boys?
Skyline time,
It's
baby.
Skyline time.
He's from Chicago.
Oh, that's right, Chicago.
That's not Texas, in case you guys wanted to know. That is not, Chicago is not in
That's
Texas.
actually
it's not even
Illinois.
remotely close.
What? What is happening right now?
But Chicago does have a great wiener out there. Just saying.
All right.
One or two.
Ooh.
Geno Smith is dialing it up right now. Well, I mean, that's 100% Collins, but I'm just going to say that, like, the Seahawks offense has not looked this good all night.
This is
Fair
good
point?
for me.
No, it's completely fair. I mean, the fact that this offense is rolling with a quarterback that we all had not even known existed in the NFL until Russell Wilson dislocated his finger. It's just mind-boggling.
Put your mind in a bottle, 100%. Can I just make a comment on DK Metcalf's hair? It is not blue. That is periwinkle, for those of you at home. That is periwinkle hair.
The Bears.
What?
Rob made a comment about the Bears.
Oh.
Rob, your Bears have a matchup against the Raiders this week. It's not looking great for the old Chicago Bears, but maybe Justin Fields will surprise us all.
Stay
Maybe.
tuned.
We've got the card stacked against the Bears this week,
So
but
obviously,
no,
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that's all I had.
I'm just gonna say, obviously, we're all gonna keep our eyes on Nippert Stadium tomorrow night as Bearcats play host to the 3-2 Temple Owls.
Oh, we got-
Bearcats are favored by 29 points right now going into
Oh
this game.
Jesus! Yeah, we've got a little Rob Meter, Bruce Ivan Walker Jr. showdown this week.
Oh yeah,
Bears
Bruce
versus
is a big
Raiders.
Raiders guy. Yeah, that's right.
Have you guys looking to put a little skin on that game?
Oh yes, chat bet,
Come on, chat.
bet, chat bet.
Come on, chat. What's the bet?
I never saw Rally Tell Sports as being just a degenerate chat, but look where we're at. That's where we're at.
Sorry.
Bruce and Rob going at it right now.
Love it. Love it. Tear him up.
As long as Nagy isn't play calling, I think it will be a good game. Can we talk about Matt Nagy for a minute and just how awful he is?
First point, why are you wearing a visor? That's my question. Sir, you have no hair to be messed up by a hat. Why are you wearing a visor? Bald guys in visors, that's like number one pet peeve for coaches. Todd, would you ever wear a visor? You shave your head.
No, I would not wear a visor.
Yeah. I mean, come on. What's the point? What are you doing?
I'm new to the bald head, but I would not wear a visor.
Yeah. What are you doing? Like, come on. What, are you trying to get some sun on those roots to grow again?
Well, yeah, he's trying to keep the top of his head at the same color as his face.
Rob wants us to stop talking about Matt Nagy and how bad he is. All that he once said is that Matt Nagy needs to go, and that's it.
We're man of the people. We are man.
No, I agree. I think Matt Nagy's a subpar coach.
No, he's on his way out.
He's not going to be there much longer, Rob. So
Ooh,
he just fuck his own player up there.
he did.
Oh,
Empty set for Gino.
I mean, not great ball here by Gino. I mean, it's just a really good defensive play. I think that's Jalen Ramsey that he's going up against, if I'm not mistaken. But no, it's not Jalen Ramsey. But nonetheless, I mean,
Tyler Lockett.
Great ball. He should have caught it. If you look at this replay here, you guys are going to see in just a second. It hits Tyler Lockett in his shoulder pad. He should have caught that football.
Yep, that's his
Oh,
ball.
100%. He wouldn't have had both feet down, though. Yeah, great ball,
With the
Gino.
throw, stepping up into the pocket, and just another great defensive play there by the Rams. I mean, they're stepping up when they need to and looking to close the door here. I mean, you need a touchdown before 2 minutes are up. Seattle with all three timeouts still. So if you can get 3 timeouts and still have the 2-minute warning, you might have a shot.
I mean, realistically, they need a field goal here and they need to stop.
I-
At the bare minimum.
I would almost take one more shot at the end zone and then just kick the field goal to leave more time on.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play.
And I think that is what they're kind of doing. Other than that last play where he threw it underneath,
Wiz coming into the chat. Let's go Raiders.
Gino moving
I
around,
hope
making
I
something
hope you and
happen,
Bruce
shooting
had a
it towards the
wonderful
end zone.
time. I know you were
No
out
flag
visiting
on
him.
that play. Wow.
Hopefully you got to enjoy some of that delicious cooking that Bruce throws up on Instagram.
Bruce, what'd you make today, man? I want to know.
Yeah, what was on the dinner schedule for this evening?
Give me some ideas. I threw down some. We got an air fryer for the wedding. Never used one before. They're awesome.
Oh my god, he was wide open there for a second.
Air fryer is one of the best things you can have in your kitchen.
So I did some chicken.
Oh, is that pass interference?
I didn't catch the replay there, but when I initially watched it, I thought there was going to
It
be
sure
a flag.
looked like it.
I thought there was going to be a flag. Did
Oh,
some-
you're still there. Awesome.
So I did some.
They had homemade pizza.
That's what I made.
That's what you made.
That's all, what'd you put on your pizza?
Me?
Yeah.
Very simple. Sauce, turkey pepperonis, mozzarella cheese, banana peppers, and then fresh mozzarella on top.
I'm in. Banana peppers and pepperonis are probably one of my staple go-tos.
Here's my big question. What sauce did you use?
Well, I still had some sauce left over from your dad's pizza. And then the rest is just Prego pizza sauce. It's not a...
Well, I'm sure it made it delicious.
Have you guys ever used La Rosa's pizza sauce from the store as spaghetti sauce?
Oh yeah, for sure. So
It's not the same, though.
it's not, but one thing I used to do, and is a great quick meal, is you get one of those jars of spaghetti sauce, and then you get these little pizza crust and you make mini pizzas. And I used to make those all the time with just cheese and the roasted sauce, and you throw them in the oven. 10 minutes later, they're done. It is the quickest meal. It's great.
Sounds
The crusts
amazing.
are crispy. This little thin crust, mini pizzas. That was a staple for me for a while.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
great idea for my kids as well.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. This cheese pizza, and it's delicious. You cut them into little squares. One little circle is enough, probably more than enough for your girls. So, and it's quick. That's another thing that I'm sure you'll appreciate as far as dinner is concerned.
So Rams coming out here with 2:39 left. The Seahawks have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. If you're Seattle, you have to have a 3 and out. It's not even a question. Basically, the Rams are looking to work the clock and close the door. To do that, they need 2 first downs, in my opinion.
Pop said it was pass interference, but it was not called. I could have sworn it was. It looked like a bad call. Bruce said the first batch of dough. So I doesn't surprise me that you made your own dough.
Oh yeah, I didn't do all that.
He said
wow.
the first batch of dough turned out well. The second did not, but they ate it anyway. I mean, obviously that's what I would do as well. But yeah, making your own dough is man, it makes such a difference.
Henderson
Oh,
was,
wow.
Darnell
Run.
Henderson Jr. with the first down.
I mean, just wide open hole. You could have, I mean, as Jim Moore would say, you could drive a truck through that. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely amazing that they just
Oh, yeah.
refused to stop the run. You like that reference there, Toddy?
It just brings back memories that I've pushed to the wayside because I just remember him spit and dip in my face so much.
You know what? You know why we didn't win after Pee Wee's? Because he didn't spit on our helmets to start, or our shoes to start the game. I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
Duh.
100%.
So all right, so the Seahawks effectively with three abilities to stop the clock at this point. Rams lining up in a heavy set. They're just going to hand the ball off 3 times. Seahawks get the stop here. You take another timeout right now.
Robert Woods, 12 catches, 150 yards.
Amazing.
That's ridiculous.
Todd, he heard that you were about to bench him.
I was about to have a toxic meltdown. He's on the team with all of my woes.
I'm playing the worst, like the worst,
So hungry right
the
now.
second to worst, like second to last place team right now in one of my fantasy leagues, and that's the league that I have Russell Wilson in. So it's like, oh, I'm going to be 3-2 after this week. It's a coin flip now.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, he's got Herbert. Big if Aaron Jones listed as questionable. I don't think that's true though. I think he's going to be.
I think Aaron Jones will be just fine. Whether or not he performs well is a different story, but I think he's going to be a going into Sunday.
The big thing.
Um,
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
no, you're good. Go ahead.
I just said the big thing to watch is going to be how that defense looks now with Jesse Bates back and Cheeto.
And that's really my
Little
only
easier.
concern. I have Aaron Jones on my fantasy team, and the Bengals front has looked great.
Yeah.
And that's really my only concern. I even talked to Todd about it prior to going live tonight. Was do I play Aaron Jones or do I play Joe Mixon? I have running backs on both sides of that game. Who's going to have the better game?
Mixon's going to be out this week. It's going to be Samaje P. Ryan and
So Joe Mixon is confirmed out.
that's what I read today from
Well, then obviously there's only one player.
from Callahan, offensive coordinator of the Bengals, came out and said that. So Rams looking at a 3rd and 8 here. The Seahawks.
Bruce said he hates steak and shake. Shakes are great. The burgers are man.
Yeah,
Dude, you got to get the Frisco melt, extra steak patty, flames. It's the only steak burger to get there.
I was gonna say it is true though. Like their cheeseburgers are like when I'm shit faced, yeah, they're delicious. But what isn't? You know what I mean?
But also, there's not a lot that DoorDash is at 11 o'clock
Yeah,
at night.
it's 11:15. Steak and
So-
shakes your best option.
That's
right
my only option.
You know that's only an Ohio thing. It might even be an only Cincinnati thing.
There's more open up here than there were in Cincinnati.
Okay,
That
so
is
maybe
actual
it's just
facts.
Ohio because no one up here knows what Steak and Shake is at all.
Really?
Nope.
They don't know Skyline or Steak and Shake. That's
Well, there's no place in Michigan for Steak and Shake because there's all those Coney Island restaurants.
Third and 8. Gee, I wonder. So do you just go like did the full balls move and just play action?
Steak and Shake is in Chicago and in Nevada.
Wow. What is happening? What have you
Per
done?
the
Michigan?
chat.
What have you done, Michigan? It's
Yo, Detroit style pizza. It's
That's
delicious.
true. It's true. Just
That's
all
so funny.
all of the bread. Rams lining
so
up in an
what-
empty set here. They're all right. We're Sonny Michelle in motion, but not to the backfield. Empty set for the
Just
Rams.
Chicago.
Stafford is going to throw. It is batted down to the line. It is batted down to the line. The Seahawks are going to get the ball with the 2-minute warning still.
Okay, so question: Geno Smith or Russ? You got to go Geno.
You got to go Geno.
You have to.
It's Carlos Dunlap batting that ball down, by the way. Something he did a lot of in Cincinnati.
Unreal.
It's true.
If the Seahawks win this by a point, I'm going to be absolutely ecstatic and blown away.
Ooh, they almost got a hand on that punt. Fair catch called by the Seahawks. 2:11, 2:10. Should be about 2:10.
How's Geno Smith's 2-minute drill?
We're about to find out, boys. I'll be right back.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, man. Every Thursday night game we've gone live for has been absolute fire.
Have been good games.
They have all come down to the wire. I don't know if it's just the NFL. They've done a great job putting the matchups together this year, or if it's just sheer fate that these games have been excellent.
They have been.
Either way, I don't care. These games have been absolutely awesome to watch. I appreciate everybody being here. 4 people in the chat right now. No, it's definitely way more than we had last week. At this point during the stream. So appreciate everybody being here. We're a little bit behind you guys if you're watching the game. So obviously our reactions will be a little late. But we got Geno Smith, 5 wide set. He's coming out slinging. Dropping back, scrambling right, throwing, pick.
Interception.
Game over.
Woo!
Game over. And that's why you bring Russell Wilson back in the game. Right there.
Oof, that's tough, man.
That's rough, man. The
And
defense
I
made
missed
a
it.
great stop. Tyler Lockett fell. That's the only reason that ball was picked.
Wow.
Is that pass interference?
Scott hobbling off the field there.
I don't think that's a bad ball. He was leading Tyler Lockett. I think Lockett. I don't know if that's exactly pass interference. I think it's just a misfortune. I think Tyler Lockett just got tripped up and
Could be illegal
Man.
contact though. I mean that he put hands on him. Like
yeah. I mean I think there's some flag on the play there. Number 4 definitely pushed him. Wasn't called. I think that's a really bad no call. I think the Seahawks just got bent over on that one.
yeah, I mean he obviously tripped after the contact, right? There was contact that made him fall to the ground.
Yeah, I think that's a really bad no call. But it is what it is.
The Seahawks are going to 2-3.
Matt Stafford's going to come out and get a first down and take a couple knees, and it's over. I mean, I think it's over even if they don't get a first down here. But
they have a 40 second. Is it 40
they got
second?
the 2 minute. They got the 2 minute warning, so that's going to stop the clock.
Yeah.
So they have to try to get a first down here. Worst case scenario, Seattle gets the ball back with
Geno Smith.
40 seconds left on the clock.
Geno Smith looks 43 years old. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
He looks like Greg Oden his first year in the NBA.
Oh man.
I mean, that could even be his freshman year at Ohio State. I mean, who we get?
His only year at Ohio State.
Oh no. I was gonna say, do we have an injury for the Rams?
One and done.
That'd be the worst thing, to get an injury on a meaningless play. The right guard, Corbett, number 63. But he seemed to be fine.
He's hobbling.
I tell you what, man, that second half though, for Matt Stafford, it changed. Leaned almost exclusively on
Robert Woods, and game ball to Robert Woods. I mean,
12 catches,
unbelievable game.
12 catches, 150 yards. Matt Stafford, though, not a bad game, I would say, overall, from a stat line perspective. A lot of overthrows, a lot of bad throws, though. But from a stat line perspective, 25 of 37, 365, a tutty, and a pick. Didn't score, didn't have to. They leaned on the run when they got up close,
Yeah, I mean, not terrible, not great. But, man, Robert Woods, unbelievable game, man. Nobody can cover him.
No. And he's been radio silent all year, too.
It's good to have him.
It was about time that he did something. Cooper Kupp's kind of been stealing the show there in L.A., through the first 4 weeks of the season. And Robert Woods, obviously showed what he's capable of this week. And what we all knew he was capable of.
Yeah,
Robert Woods is a great talent.
They get him going, and especially Van Jefferson in his second year. Look for him to take a step this year. By the end of the year, they could, have a real ugly three-headed monster there at that wide receiving core.
Absolutely. Greg Smith in the house. Greg, what's up, dude? Feel like I haven't talked to you in a couple weeks, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope work's treating you okay. Thanks for liking the video.
So, Seahawks are going to get the ball back.
Yeah, I mean...
Greg just said, Seahawks suck.
Greg, it's not over, sir. Don't quit on them yet. I picked them in, our pick 'em this week, so
You're
I'm not quitting on them
the
yet.
ball here, right? You're not throwing. Okay.
No, they're running.
No.
They have to. They have to run this ball.
So you're going to be looking at, they get down to the 29
Russell
yard
Wilson's coming back in the game. They're going to be running the 40-second drill, and we're going to see how it goes.
So there should be about,
I love your optimism.
Should be about 20 seconds left on the clock. This field goal puts it away, but you've been shaky on the night. But
hey, if he misses this field goal,
it's about a 45-yarder. What are we looking at here?
It's not a chip shot. And the special teams in regards to the field goal kicking tonight has not been great.
47-yard attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. It is just inside the left upright. Rams
Thanks
shut
for
the door.
spoiling it.
You're welcome. Rams shut the door.
I wanted to be on the edge of my seat here. God, he almost missed that too.
He did. He was sweating it a little bit as it went off his
He's
foot.
definitely sweating it.
Yeah. Ball game.
Yeah, that'll do it. No way the Hawks are coming back from this one. So.
All right, chat.
It's time to wrap it, boys.
Yeah, thanks for coming out tonight. Obviously, the big news from this evening. We are going to be moving forward with our conglomeration, Reality Tele Sports and Line of Gain. We're going to be shifting our talents over to YouTube. We'll still be live on Facebook. We're gonna try to expand our channel on the YouTube platform, and we're going to be bringing you shows from football, baseball, basketball, you name it. If you have a good name for a baseball or a basketball podcast, you will be entered into a chance to win our merch. If we pick the name that you select, you tell us what you want, we will get it for you. So Yeah,
Damn straight.
I'm super juiced. I'm jazzed up. I'm
Juiced.
excited.
Juice.
Super juiced.
The juice is loose, if you will.
The juice is loose. No, you know, I'm 0 for 1 on my singular picks this week. I've got 2 more to go, so jury's still out. But no, appreciate everybody coming by tonight. It's been an absolute blast. Corey, as always, man, it's a pleasure. And
Tip my cap to you, good sir.
If I
don't
had
have
one,
anything else.
I
You
would
guys got
tip
anything?
it to you, sir.
No, I'm just very excited that we're getting this thing moving in the right direction with Corey on the team now. It's going to be super awesome for you guys.
Balls Deep podcast. I tried that on Twitch, didn't work. I appreciate it, Bruce. Yeah, that's a story for another
You
day.
know what? I just came up with a baseball one, and here it is. And there's a drive into left field. It's going to be a 4-0 ball game. And there's a drive into left field by Castellanos.
No, yeah, too soon.
Matt Vasgersian
He also had a terrible call.
roasted.
If we can touch on that before we sign off real quick. Giancarlo Stanton hit what looked to be a bomb to left, and came up way short.
And Vasgersian was eating his words.
Oh yeah. I mean, I watched it. I don't think it was as bad as everybody's making it out to be, but I mean, when it came off the bat, it looked like it was going to be a moonshot. I will give Vasgersian that. But if you're there live, you know if it's going to go or if it's not going to
Yeah.
go. So that's where I draw the line. Like on TV, the way the camera made it look when he hit it, it had the elevation.
Right.
It looked like it was going to go, and it just didn't. So,
What happened? What happened?
Just a quick update while we're talking baseball. Obviously, earlier the Astros took out the White Sox 6-1. The Rays blanked the Red Sox at home to get a 1-0 lead in the ALDS. Up, they won 5-0 on the Red Sox.
I think the 2 American League games tonight are going to be the AL Championship Series,
I like that call. It's a fair call.
and it'll be 7 games.
So are the Rays still like bottom 3 in terms of cap spending? Not cap spending.
29th.
They're 29th, so they're the second lowest spending team in baseball. Gotta love it.
Yep.
There's hope.
Yes.
there is hope for the Reds, but there's also no hope for the Reds.
Exactly.
Boycott the Castellini family.
Yeah, they're horrible human beings. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up there. Guys, have a wonderful evening. A great weekend. We will see you guys on Tuesday. Tuesday, we will be live on YouTube.
Woo woo.
We will be sharing the link to both pages, Rally Towel and Line to Gain, over the weekend. Currently have 2 subscribers to the channel. We're still waiting on a third. In all fairness, we could not find the channel until I uploaded the video today, so we can now find the channel. All of our content, I'm gonna shoot to have it all uploaded by Tuesday. That's my weekend project. So I'm gonna have to get with you, Corey, and get your content as well, so we can get that uploaded. But that's the goal. It's a big goal. If we can get 75% of it, I'll be pleased.
Yeah.
With all the shows that we've done. But guys, have a great weekend. Best of luck to your fantasy teams, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Love you guys. Thank you.